RN with WOG、
はい、
そして、2位通過のアクシズウェーブ VS ご了承ください。
はい、もう4チームまで絞
ゲーミングが1位通過ということでホーム、
今回ファブゲーミングが1位通過ホームチームということで、かなりファブゲーミング VS アルネブ with WOG、AWG の戦いはですね、
結果どこの板に逃げ込むのか、これがサングリア戦非常に大事なんですよ。
占い師は仲直りなし。
FAV will be the side of the survivor and AWG will be the hunter. It is the opera singer played by Bronto, and he will be going towards the corner of the map towards Appai, who is the airplanist. Hunter hasn't quite located him. He did a very good job going around the back of the building, and the hunter has not been able to find the airplanist. It looks like the hunter is going to change targets to Dangcho, who is the wildling. So this is a very hard survivor to chase in the beginning because he does have that boar will be taking the hit. The boar will be taking the hit, and the hunter will be continuously chasing the wildling for now. Interesting. Oh, and she got the second hit onto the wildling. Oh, avoiding the... Oh, he will be taking a normal hit, and he will be half damage at this point with a quite long waiting time on the... Oh, got a seer owl there. Now he can't get on his board for quite a while, so downing this survivor has become much easier. Oh, running into the hunter. Oh, and he will be going down for the first time. It is okay since the wildling can return to his board after he has been saved, as long as the survivor does take a hit for him and he does manage to avoid the hit right off of the chair. So it is a very fast down for a wildling, but he will be okay as long as he can get on his board. The airplane is coming for the save, jetpacking right to the chair, getting the normal hit and saving the wildling with tide turner. So the wildling does have the ability to buy a lot of time here, waiting around at the pallet and able to get that pallet thrown down and on his board. Wildling does have to have these pallets. Oh, hit off the board. He's just... Oh my goodness. Another early down for the wildling. He does have tide turner, so he's going to try dying a little further off. But so the problem with wildling is he needs a lot of thrown down pallets so that he can keep vaulting and going around that area so he can kite longer. But the pallet here was already broken and he only had one pallet to work with, and wow, the hunter is just way too fast for this wildling. It looks like the hunter will be going for the barmaid. Oh, it looks like we got a backdoor save by the airplanist, getting the normal save onto the airplanist. And the wildling's board is not quite ready at 17 seconds, so he has the last blink down, and he is going down right away. That is an incredibly fast down for the wildling for the third time. This is his third time on the chair, so he will be returning to the manor. Cipher machines are not looking very good. Only one cipher machine has been popped. The second cipher machine will be popped very soon, but Hunter has already changed his target, and he is on the... hasn't quite seen the name Appai, who is the airplanist. He is at half damage, so he has to be very careful not to get hit. He only has one jetpack left, and he is safe for now at the pallet, but the hunter will be breaking the pallet and chasing the airplanist, going back to a remnant and closing the distance, utilizing his jetpacks to go to the two palleted area while the hunter is breaking this pallet. He has to transition far away, but he's a little out in the open, and the hunter is catching up and going down right away. So since this opera singer is very fast, it is very challenging to transition away to pallets that are quite a distance, and it will be his first chair. We got 3 cipher machines all completed by the seer, and the 4th cipher machine at 69%. We have the last cipher machine finally getting started on, and it looks like we do have the barmaid coming in for this save. It is still early on, so she still has time to get to the... She'll be eating a normal hit, but she does have drinks she can utilize. As long as she doesn't get a double down, she will be getting the save. Hunter will be going for the barmaid. The barmaid goes down. She can't use her. She's going down. And... well, the hunter does choose to chair this barmaid, so she can't get that drink up and she can't go for the second save. She knows the general direction of where the airplane is, but it looks like the hunter is just gonna go for the seer Nerusu instead, since the airplanist can't come for the save, since he is at half health, and it looks like the seer will be coming for the save. Hunter, oh, catching him. Oh, wonderful flywheel. He is still out in the open. He doesn't have any owl left, will be taking that normal hit, making his way to the chair, and will be able to save before half. Oh, and the seer will be going down, but the barmaid has been able to drink her healing drink, and oh, she's caught out in the open. Will she be able to outlast this hunter? Oh, wonderful job. Oh, she's outlasted this mind games. Oh, unfortunately, she will be going down. And that would be the second chair for the barmaid. She was saved before half, and we do have the seer on the ground. The airplanist is working on the cipher machines. We have the cipher machines. Progress is going well, but the survivors are all injured or down or chaired, and the hunter is bringing this seer towards where the airplanist is most likely to be, and looks like she won't be chairing this survivor. She does want to get that 4-man elimination, and she is running and sprinting towards Appai, the airplanist, the last hope. Narusu does still have self-heal, so the seer can get up, but the barmaid is going to be returning to the manor. The airplane is trying to stay alive. Oh, and going down immediately. And 99% the seer can get up. Looks like the hunter is looking for the seer once again. Seer is found, and the hunter will be picking up the seer, and it looks like she will be bringing the seer to the... Ooh, she was able to struggle free. So, can he outlast this hunter? Oh, goes down right away. Not a lot of time for the airplanist to heal up. Doesn't look like he'll have much time to heal up, but she is bringing the seer closer to the chair. The the airplanist has gotten up, and the hunter will not be chairing the seer once again. She is going to try and get this 4-man elimination. The airplane is doing his best staying away from the hunter, but she has seen the scratch marks on the floor, and she will be going after him. He's out in the open, no pallets, and will be going down. Does not have self-heal. The seer does have self-heal, 95%, and he will be going up. However, if the seer goes down, this is the end game, and there is nothing that the survivors can do. Hunter making her way quickly towards the middle and finding scratch marks, trying to stay alive at this pallet. He has to wait till the airplanist bleeds out on the ground, but he has so much time, so it looks like the hunter will be taking him down, and that's a 4-man elimination for the side of AWG Hunter. Looks like the survivors aren't surrendering, so the hunter is just going to either wait for the survivors to bleed out. She has checked where dungeon is, so it is safe to chair the seer and chair the airplanist right after, so there isn't much that the survivors can do here, but it looks like they are going to surrender now. It is the AWG survivors against FAV Hunter Chicken, and she will be spawning near Dancing Geisha, sending off her ghost towards the second story. No, we'll be changing directions, and it looks like she'll be going towards Batoru, who is the prisoner, and will be infecting him and getting a scare off of him. Main body is coming towards him, so he does have to be careful not to get any damage too early on. He is the decoder of the group, so it is a very good chase for the hunter, but not so good for the side of the survivors, and it looks like the ghost is following close behind while the main body is trying to catch up. Survivor throwing down those pallets, making sure that the main body can't catch up to him. Will be getting 100% corruption, walking towards the hunter, caught out in the open, and will be taking the first hit. Cipher machines around 40% at all three, and it looks like he is trying to stay alive here around these 2 pallets, and will be getting more scare onto the survivor. He will be transitioning away, making very big transitions around all these buildings. Will be teleporting him and infecting the survivor. He is able to blink down. So the prisoner did use his little stun, but it was not useful because the hunter did end up blinking and catching up right away. So that is the first chair for the side of the survivor. We see that the cipher machines are at 94, 74, and 75. So considering this is an IV, it is a pretty fast down, and it looks like one Cypher machine will be popped, and AEZ does look like he is making his way towards the chair. AEZ is the first officer. He does have the pocket watch to utilize. It looks like he's gonna go either save after half or just feed tinnitus. Hunter has noticed him and already infected him, making sure that he is going to be using his pocket watch and making his way towards the chair. Another infection and tablet. He has to be careful not to get 100% corruption. Being very careful to avoid. We'll be getting the save with Tide Turner. He was able to avoid getting the... unfortunately he will be getting the hit onto the first officer, so the first officer will be going down, and the Hunter is back looking for Batoru, who is the prisoner. Prisoner making some distance here because he does have Tide Turner, getting the scare and getting 60% corruption onto the prisoner. Prisoner going to the corner of the map, trying to stay alive with these around mind gaming these two pallets, but he will be leaving far off, getting 100% corruption and downing. And that will be the second down for the prisoner. This is a double down situation, so not very good, but the Cypher machines are looking incredibly good. 4 Cypher machines with very significant progress, around 3 Cypher machines around 80%, and the last Cypher machine around 75%. We'll be sending our ghost to Karu, who is the fire investigator, and the main body will be going around and looking for AEZ. AEZ is still at half health, so she could quickly down this first officer. However, he does have a pocket watch to work with. 2 Cypher machines have been popped by the magician, and the Hunter is just trying to stop this Cypher machine. And it looks like the survivors are starting a new Cypher machine. Hunter going back and forth between these tablets, trying to find a optimal target. It looks like she has found, the ghost has found Nameko, and the main body will be, she will also be infecting Nameko and putting more tablets around the map. It looks like the main body will also be chasing Nameko. Blink hit, and he finally gets damage onto the second survivor. 2 survivors with half damage, 1 survivor with full damage. We want to make sure that 1 survivor does not get hit so that he can go for the save, but Cypher machines look incredibly good. 3 Cypher machines have been popped. The second to last Cypher machine at 86%, and the last Cypher machine at 75%, with additional Cypher machines will be getting the 100% corruption onto the first officer. First officer will be going down. He does not have any more pocket watches to work with, and the Hunter has not quite decided to chair, but she does have a tablet nearby, so she can teleport and chair when she feels it is necessary. She is sending her ghost to other parts of the map and trying to slow down this Cypher progress, but 4 Cypher machines have been completed. Last Cypher machine at 75, 26, or 31%. Will be getting the scare onto... she missed. So she won't be getting the scare onto the firefighter, and she's... the survivors are healing AEZ, so getting the save off of AEZ, and the Hunter is back on the chase. We have 2 survivors hanging around. Hunter will be infecting Karu. All 3 survivors are at half health, and it looks like she just needs to down one of the survivors, but this is looking very challenging for the side of the Hunter, but at least all 3 survivors do have half damage, getting that 40% corruption onto the survivor. Ghost is going towards a different survivor, main body breaking that ball from the fire investigator. Still trying to look for these survivors. The ghost has found Nameko, will be infecting him, and looks like she will be teleporting to him and switching with her ghost. Ghost is chasing the fire investigator while the main body is going after Nameko. She's trying to stop this Cypher rush, and the survivors are getting... it's getting very challenging, but the survivors did get a save, and... not a save, sorry, a heal onto AEZ, so they do have a full health survivor. Hunter has infected the fire investigator, I believe, and will be teleporting to him right away. Will be teleporting right back to AEZ. She is just trying to down one of the survivors, getting 100% on Nameko. bringing her ghost back to Kairu. Hunter chasing Nameko once again, getting the pounce on the main body. Ghost going back to Kairu. And Hunter is going back for AEZ. The survivors are trying to burn up all three cipher machines. Hunter is just multitasking at maximum. And the ghost is back on Kairu. Another infection. All survivors have infection and they all have cooldown, so the Hunter can't infect any of the survivors at the moment. Looks like she's sending her ghost to the Dancing Geisha Cypher machine, and the main body is staying around AEZ. And the ghost has changed targets. It looks like the ghost will be going for AEZ and the main body will be going for Kairu. So she is defending three Cypher machines right now, and it is just max multitasking here. Amazing job on the side of the Hunter. Oh, Cypher machines are primed. It's at 99%. This Hunter just needs to try and down a survivor or stop that. Ooh, it looks like they will be getting the down onto the fire investigator. The Cypher machines will be popping, and this is the end game with 3 survivors available. Hunter's main body is going for one of the exit gates, and Ghost is in the opposite exit gates, so the survivors are unable to touch these exit gates, and they're unable to open up these exit gates, so looking very good for now. Hunter's attention is divided and only 6% on one of the exit gates. It looks like the survivor with the main body was trying to open up that Cypher exit gate. And the Hunter is just going back and forth extremely well. Main body at AEZ and the Ghost at Fire Investigator. Looks like the survivors have moved away from the exit gates. Hunter is just waiting to infect any of the survivors that are near her ghost, while the main body is trying to down one of the survivors. Nameko is coming towards the main body, and there is a survivor at the ghost Cypher machine. You do see the Hunter has, the main body is going after Nameko, and the ghost is protecting the opposite exit gate, and it looks like the Hunter will be going after Nameko for now. Will not be getting a hit. She does have blink, but it looks like it was a fake. Trying to bait out the survivors. Will be teleporting away to AEZ. AEZ has an elbow padding away. He is safe for now. Survivors are doing a very good job. The survivors may be trying to wait out tension so that they can open up the exit gates, because 2 survivors are at full health, so they are safe as long as the detention on this Hunter does end up running out. Exit gates are being guarded heavily by this Hunter. Nameko coming back here to main body, while main body goes towards graveyard, and the ghost is still hanging around and making sure that there's nobody around. Ghost around Kairu, main body around. Oh my goodness, going back and forth. Survivor does have Crow, so Hunter does know exactly where the fire investigator is. Will be teleporting right to the fire investigator and scare onto the magician. Fire investigator using his balls to go further away. 100% corruption, and he will be going down. So she has finally downed a survivor, but exit gates are still at around 20%, so the exit gates are not moving. And it looks like Hunter will be going after Nameko. Detention is out, and Nameko is at full. Ooh, blink hit, and Nameko has finally gotten an injury onto the survivor. Survivor breaking tablets around the exit gate. Hunter looks like she will be infecting the fire investigator, while the main body is going towards AEZ, bringing the ghost to AEZ and teleporting to the fire investigator. The fire investigator has gotten up, and the main body is chasing fire investigator again, bringing the ghost to the fire investigator, getting 100% corruption and downing the fire investigator once again. Fire investigator does not have self-heal, and neither does AEZ, so as long as she can down Nameko and chair one of the survivors, she will be able to do something, but the survivors are not going anywhere near this exit gate. We do see one of the survivors, Nameko, trying to open up that exit gate where the ghost is, getting 100% corruption. Hunter not choosing to teleport. Oh, she will be teleporting now. And she will be trying to go for the survivor scare onto the first officer, trying to heal up the fire investigator. Main body going after the magician. Exit gates are not opening at all. 32% on one exit gate and 20% on one exit gate. Hunter infecting the fire investigator in case anyone comes for the save. She can just teleport and chair hit, getting a scare off the first officer and bringing the ghost to the open gate and teleporting to AEC, getting the infection onto the magician, teleporting onto the magician. Terror shock! 2 survivors are down. AEC is the only survivor. It looks like she is finally going to be chairing the magician and sending the ghost off to the opposite exit gate. 68%. Will she be able to make it in time? It looks like it's 80%. She will be infecting and teleporting right away. She got the hit and 100% corruption. Oh, she's missing one. Oh, she finally got it down. And that's a 4-man elimination for Hunter without detention and ending with 3 survivors. Wow, amazing job on the side of FAV Hunter. It is FAV Survivors versus AWG Hunter, and they will be playing the Ivy, the Shadow. It looks like she will be going towards Shaq. She will be running into Akpai, who is the fire investigator in this round. Isn't gonna go looking for him. She has sent her ghost near his direction, but it doesn't look like she has been able to find him out, doing a very good job hiding. Even in the previous game, he also did a very good job hiding. Looks like she is trying to chase him first, but it looks like she's going to be running into Narusu, who is the prospector. Will be teleporting into him. She doesn't want to waste any more time. She does want to kind of get at least the damage on one of the survivors or find an optimal target. And it looks like the main body will be going after Narusu. It is a prospector, so he will be able to keep pushing the main body away from him. Could kind of prolong the kite for as long as possible, so it looks like she's still looking for a different target with her ghost form while chasing Narusu with the main body, going back and forth. Gotta be careful not to get 100% corruption here, getting into the walls where this is a very strong kiting area. Gotta throw down that pallet. Blink! Oh, and it will be getting the hit onto the prospector. First hit onto the prospector. The ghost still looking for a different survivor. Main body trying to down this survivor. The ghost is in the middle. He will be around one of the survivors. Hunter will be going back to Shaq, going after Narusu. Will be bringing the ghost to Narusu as well. So looks like she will be committing to this survivor, getting the scare on, the 46% corruption, teleporting, 66% corruption. You just keep that distance close enough so that he doesn't. Oh, we'll be getting 100. Oh, we'll be going down. So this is the first down for the side of the survivors. One cipher machine completed. The second cipher machine will be completed very soon. Third cipher machine at 64 and the fourth cipher machine at 23%. And she is sending her ghost towards Felix, who is the psychologist. Will be putting a tablet there, trying to slow down that cipher progress and bringing the ghost right back to the chair. A survivor is coming for the save. It is the first officer using his. Ooh, we'll be getting a hit onto the first officer. First officer will be able to get that save with Tide Turner, and the hunter is back onto. Looks like she will be going after Norisu at this time, not trying to get any additional hits onto the first officer. Will be using his magnets. Unfortunately, 100% corruption will be getting the hit, and he will be going down for the second time. And the third cipher machine is so close to getting popped, but not quite yet. Will be at a standstill at 96%. And it looks like the psychologist also did a long distance heal onto the first officer. And 3 cipher machines have finally been completed. The ghost is trying to scout out for other survivors, and the main body is staying near the chair. Ooh, we'll be getting a backdoor save by the first officer once again. Does not have Tide Turner, so he has no other choice to try to survive as long as possible. Will be leaving the walls and going towards Shaq. Hunter's ghost will be will be teleporting right away. We'll be getting that 100% corruption, and we'll be hitting. It looks like he was trying to get the hunter main body away from him by using a magnet, but it was not fast enough, and she was able to get the hit. And this is the third chair for the prospector, so he will be going back to the manor. And the ghost is going looking for a different survivor. The fourth cipher machine is going to be popped very, very soon, and it looks like the survivors has to fight for trying to pop the last cipher machine. Hunter will be setting up these tablets near the cipher machines in order to deter the cipher progress, and it looks like the hunter has also spotted the first officer. He does still have one pocket watch to work with in the ghost form, but her main body is going after the the psychologist. It looks like her main blink hit and downing the first officer right away. He was half health, so it was a very nice target for the hunter, since she only has to down him once. Other two survivors are at full health, and it looks like she will be carrying the first officer in walls. And it looks like Felix will be coming in for the save. He is the psychologist, and she already used her stress when she was healing the first officer for the first save, and it looks like she'll be sending her ghost form to the fire investigator. We'll be calling the ghost right back, and we'll be infecting the first officer so that the survivor coming for the save will get a corruption, getting 36% corruption onto the psychologist. Psychologist is going in for the save here. Gotta be careful. She got rid of the tablet, so she doesn't. We'll be getting a normal hit, and we'll be getting the save off of the first officer, and they will be splitting in directions, keeping the hunter far away. Getting down onto the psychologist, and she will be carrying the psychologist at this time, so it will give the first officer the opportunity to run away. He does also have the pocket watch. Cipher machines are primed, so it looks like he'll be going for the immediate save. Yes, the cipher machines have been popped. He did go down, but he also did get that save. And this is the end game with 2 injured survivors and 1 full health survivor, but the hunter does have detention, so the survivors have to be very careful as the hunter camps both exit gates. Felix is coming towards the gate, and Dancho is being chased, and this is where it gets very confusing because the hunter will be going back and forth a lot. It looks like the first officer will be using his last remaining pocket watch to try and stay alive, while the main body is going towards Felix, who is the psychologist. Felix is running around in areas that do have pallets so that he can maintain his life. It looks like the hunter will be trying to sandwich her, but the gates are open, so 2 survivors already left, and it's only the psychologist left. Whereas the dungeon hunter just has to make sure to secure this one survivor. Corruption at 49%. Hunter can see where she is because the ghost is on her. Will be blink hitting, and she will be going down. The dungeon was on the complete opposite corner, so she wasn't able to get that, but that's a 2-man elimination for the side of AWG Hunter.
かなりうまくやってなんとか4釣り持っていったじゃないですか。あーはなかなかですからね。なんなら一徳会社も時計残ってたので。いや確かに。開幕即踊り子に行くっていうのは一つ考えられますよね。
And it will be AWG survivors against FAV Hunter, and he will be playing the opera singer. And he will be going right into shadow form and going inside factory, where we do see Kaoru is there. Kaoru is the dancer, female dancer, and it looks like she will be running right. We'll be getting an early hit onto the female dancer. She was setting up those boxes but ran right into the hunter and was caught outside of the building. She is throwing down more of her music boxes, and the hunter will not be able to get a hit onto her, getting to her running back inside the building. Will be going outside of the building, throwing down that pallet, and the hunter will be breaking these pallets since opera singer does break pallets very quickly. And she will be vaulting into that window back inside the building, hunter leaving a lot of remnants inside the building and going out the window. Hunter will be following her out the window, and there are lots of remnants inside, so she does have to be careful. She's not going to go back inside, she's going to stay outside of these 2 pallets where she already has another slow box. There she will be putting down a fast box. Hunter blink hit misses, and she is able to survive a little longer, but oh, she has to be very careful. She's going back and forth, staying alive, minding at the pallet. Hunter trying to get a hit onto the survivor, but she does have the slow box and the fast box, so this makes the female dancer incredibly fast for the Hunter. It looks like the Hunter will be breaking the slow box, and she will be using her spin and getting away, getting to the window, but not quite there, and she will get a terror shock as she will be finally going down. 2 Cypher machines have been completed. Third Cypher machine at 83%, so Cypher progress is looking very good, but the basement is in factory, so she will be chaired in basement. And if we do look at the survivors, 2 of the survivors, the puppeteer and the wildling, both hold tight turner, so if they do come in for the save, they can get out of the basement as long as it's with tight turner. Yeah, it looks like the wildling will be coming in. It is safe for him to go down to the basement since the boar will be eating majority of the hits, and he can just take that one hit when he's in the bottom. The boar will be taking the first hit, and the wildling is going downstairs to get the save off to the female dancer. Will be taking the normal hit and saving the female dancer with tight turner before half. And the Hunter will be getting that down onto the female dancer, and it looks like she'll just leave the wildling alone, and she will just go ahead and chase the female dancer. She doesn't want to lose sight of this character. She is just waiting for her to go down. She does have to wait till tight turner is up. This is the second chair for the female dancer. 2 Cypher machines completed. Third Cypher at 94, 4th Cypher at 74, and the 5th Cypher at 48. So Cypher machine progress is looking incredibly good, especially against an opera singer. So it looks like we will also have a survivor is coming to save, but Hunter hasn't seen him quite yet. It is Fatoru, who is the puppeteer, and he does have tight turner, so they will be able to prolong this kite after she is saved off of the chair, even if she does get hit. Looks like she finally found the puppeteer. Oh, she got the save off the puppeteer. And he also got the body block, so she's safe for now. And it looks like the puppeteer will be continuously kiting with the female dancer and trying to keep her alive. 4th Cypher machine just completed 90% on the last Cypher machine. Puppeteer eating another hit for the female dancer. It's gonna be primed. And Cypher machines are primed. Will be missing the hit against the... As she vaulted that window, she's coming out in the open. Cypher machines have been popped, and she is running towards Shaq. Hunter doubling back and going towards Batoru, who is the puppeteer. Puppeteer trying to stay alive here. He doesn't have borrowed time, so he will be going down to this tension hit. And he can't use his puppet either. 60, 70%. Oh, wonderful pallet stun. The exit gate is opening up. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay, and he will be finally going down, but the exit gate is open and all 3 survivors are near the exit gate. Oh, okay. It looks like, right, 2 survivors was there. Oh, we have the wildling. He hasn't quite made it to the exit gate. He is around the walls, and the Gardener still hasn't left. She had a bubble, so she could have taken at least one hit before exiting. It looks like she will be staying here a little longer, and Hunter will be trying to get a hit onto the wildling. He will get the terror shock on the boar. Ooh, wonderful patience on the wildling side. He was able to get that. Ooh, we gotta be careful here. He's doing a very good job staying away from the Hunter's attacks. We'll be going to the next window, and Hunter is just following this wildling back and forth and all around this area. Puppeteer has gotten up, and the wildling is just buying so much time for these survivors. Oh, the puppeteer is opening up the exit gate. Is at 90%. It looks like the exit gate will be open, and this looks like a 3-man escape. Just depends on whether this wildling can make it. Oh, he will be going down. So that's a 3-man escape on the side of AWG survivors.
AWG サバイバーの3人逃げ。第2ラウンドのセット獲得は AWG です。まずあそこで大きな時間稼ぎがありましたよね。
いや、そうです。ところも怖くなってくる中で、
ちょっと見えてくるかなと思わせるぐらい、
このおもちゃはフェリックスが まあここが船チェイスになりそう。
It is FAV Survivors versus AWG Hunter, and she will be playing Geisha in Lakeside Village. Will be spawning at shore, going towards Felix, who is already making her way up towards second story, but she fell down off the ramp. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but she will be vaulting this window, and it looks like she will be trying to kite around these walls. Will be trying to be a little patient here and dropping down this pallet. Ooh, did have the butterfly, but she ate the butterfly, so she can't, the hunter can't. Oh, she will be eating the hit while throwing down that pallet, and the hunter will be chasing her back up the ramp. We see the etymologist bees are right behind the survivor, and will most likely push the hunter away if the hunter does try to close the distance. And the hunter will be, ooh, it looks like, oh, she will be dashing, but she will be dashing right into the bees, and she isn't able to follow Felix very quickly down onto the shore over here near this crab shack, I believe it's called. We'll be using a catapult to go right to the other side, warp, so it doesn't matter. She used her catapult all the way to go to the opposite side of the dock. Will be flywheel missing, throwing down that pallet, just doing a very incredible job containing the hunter at this moment. Oh, and she will be going down here. She doesn't have much obstacles and pallets to work with in this area, and she also had to face the, okay, anyways, never mind. And she will be cheered for the first time. One cipher machine will be completed very shortly, but this is a very fast down, and the hunter will be breaking those catapults. She's not gonna give the chance for the survivor to use that catapult and go to the opposite side of dock again, because she already utilized warp, and warp is on cooldown at 54 seconds. And we do have the mercenary coming in for this save. We'll be taking the normal hit and getting the save before half with Tide Turner, setting up another catapult, waiting for the hunter. Oh, she just missed the toy merchant making her way back into big boat, and will be climbing. Oh, she won't be climbing up that ramp here. She's going to dash. Oh, and unfortunately she will be getting the hit, so this is a second down for Felix, the toy merchant. It is her second chair, and let's see if side of the survivors, there are no more survivors with Tide Turner, so if they do save this, she will no longer have Tide Turner utilized. It looks like the mercenary did get a healing Dublin from the barmaid, so he will be back at full health. Apai is also making his way towards the hunter. Oh, I guess, okay, so we do have the mercenary coming for the save, and Apai most likely coming in with the bees, or it looks like she is also trying to decode the middle cipher. Will be taking a normal hit, and will be getting the save off onto the toy merchant. Oh, unfortunately will be going down immediately, and that's why the geisha is very scary when she uses those dashes and you're in the open, you can't quite make it to the pallet, you will be going down right away. 2 cipher machines have been completed, 3rd cipher at 81% and the 4th cipher at 69%. It looks like Hunter is going for Nerusu, who is playing the barmaid, and she is trying to stay alive at the docks. Will be dropping down, staying out of sight of this hunter, blocking the sight of the hunter so the hunter can't dash into areas that she does not want her to. Will be dashing right next to the window, but she didn't take the window while she was being very patient. Will be taking the normal hit and will be vaulting and going right up to 2nd story. Hunter dashing through with her butterfly will be dropping down. Just amazing job in staying out of line of sight of this hunter so she can't use those butterflies. Oh, will be wonderful butterfly right next to the geisha on the stairway. And this is the first chair for the barmaid. Thankfully the basement is not in big boat, and she will be cheering outside shore next to one of the cipher machines that need to be worked on. Oh, right next to Mercenary, who is at half health. He does have that delayed damage, so he can probably still get the save, but if he goes down, that means, oh, an abnormal onto the cipher machine, dropping the cipher poppers to 37%. The 4th cipher machine will be completed, so he has to be very careful to buy enough time. Oh, wonderful dodge. We'll be getting the normal hit, getting the save before half, but the barmaid is kind of stuck here in this short door area, and that Cypher will be dashing and hitting her and getting her down right away. That's a double down for the side of the survivors, with only the entomologist having full health. The last Cypher at 37%, healing at 25%. Entomologist trying to make her way towards the survivor, but the hunter is so close right next to her. Will be using her beast to close the distance. Will be getting that normal hit and making her way to the chair. There is a butterfly there, so she has to be careful. She'll be dashing and she'll be getting the save, but she'll be going down right away as soon as she's saved. So that means that the barmaid will be returning to the manor, and the hunter is free to hunt this entomologist. Entomologist making her way towards Big Boat and trying to stay alive here, but the hunter just doing a very good job downing these survivors very quickly. She does have a butterfly to use, but she's continuously looking back and forth using the bees. Wanted to use a dash there. Will be dashing there. There's no pallets. Will be getting the hit, and the survivor will be going down. The mercenary still does have self-heal. The hunter just needs to locate him and down him and make him use up these self-heals. Both survivors still have self-heal, and the hunter is looking for this mercenary. Is not near the mercenary, but it's just a matter of time before she's just gonna take one lap around this big map with the butterflies, so the time won't be as consuming. And she's just looking for this mercenary, and mercenary is doing his best job trying to hide inside near shack, near the trees or the fence. Hunter is checking the basement, thinking that the mercenary could possibly be hiding in basement, but he is not in basement, so he is buying a lot of time, and he can get up as soon as she notices him so that she doesn't chair him, or I'm not sure what. It looks like she has finally located the mercenary. He did do a very good job hiding away, and the mercenary will be chaired for the first time. Cypher machines don't look like they'll be finishing anytime soon. It looks like the hunter won't be chairing the mercenary, and she wants to get this 4-man elimination, so she's bringing the mercenary to the entomologist and downing him there. Mercenary will be able to struggle free because she is taking him across the entire map, trying to stay alive here, getting the pellets done onto the hunter, and moving towards Big Boat. Will be using his elbow pads and moving to Big Rock, going towards Shack, kind of out in the open right now. And Hunter has to down this mercenary once again. Will be using wonderful elbow pad to avoid that hit. Perfect timing, but now he's out of items and he is trying to stay alive at Shack. Will be eating that butterfly so she can't dash, but wonderful dash. He avoided the dash and he was able to vault the window. And he has a pallet to utilize here. Another pallet stun onto the hunter. Wonderful patience. Staying out of her vision so she doesn't know if he's actually waiting behind that pallet. We'll be trying to get another. Oh, it looks like he'll be finally hit here. The hunter has cut off on foot without dashing. Hunter will be using the butterfly to wait till he falls and bring him right back near the entomologist. Is she going to chair him, or is she going to just drag him across the map once again? It didn't work out that well since he does have that delayed damage, and he was able to go right back to Shack. He will be able to struggle free once again, and the hunter has to down this mercenary once again, but there are lots of pallets to work with here. We'll be getting that down onto the mercenary with the delay. She now is keeping track of where the mercenary is falling, so she doesn't want to give the survivors any more time in case one survivor just bleeds out, then the other survivor can go to the dungeon. So it looks like the entomologist has gotten up since the hunter has already located her. She's trying to stay alive with the bees. Mercenary still does have self-heal at 40%. These survivors are just trying to buy as much time so at least one survivor can bleed out. We'll be dashing. Oh, we'll be able to vault. And she's going to break this pallet here so she can hurry up and down these survivors. She is looking back so the hunter can't dash. She has made it to this window. Oh, and she will be getting down. So the entomologist no longer has self-heal. All she does have to do is chair this mercenary and it is over for the side of the survivors. But the entomologist is very close to getting to bleeding out, so the hunter has to chair this entomologist in order to buy herself more time and then down this mercenary, since mercenary no longer has self-heal. So this is the end game. Most likely can get this. She's choosing to just bring the entomologist as close as possible to the mercenary. She knows the mercenary is somewhere around Big Boat. She isn't gonna chair this survivor quite yet. She was able to struggle free, and she will be trying to down this entomologist as quickly as possible. She has no items, mind you, and she will be going down once again. Oh my goodness, she's gonna expire very soon, so she's either gonna carry the entomologist around looking for the mercenary, or she's gonna chair the entomologist and try to down the mercenary as quickly as possible. She does look like she has finally found the mercenary, and it looks like she's not even gonna chair her. She's not even gonna chair her. She doesn't need to chair her. She just needs to down this mercenary, and that is a 4-man elimination on the side of AWG Hunter with Geisha. It is AWG Survivors against FAV Hunter. It will be Yami playing in for FAV's Hunter. It is the wax artist, and it looks like he is making his way towards Kaeru, who is the female dancer. This is a good place for her to place her music boxes, and she could circle around this area quite a lot. Hunter will be going straight and vaulting that window, will be waxing that area off. He does look at the scratch marks, and he's running into the survivor. She didn't realize the hunter just will be using her spin ability and hiding behind this pallet, throwing down the music box and the pallet, using the spin to create more distance and transition away. The basement is here, so she does have to be careful. She is still at full health, so she can use this 100% wax to transition to a better area, going towards this little mini shack and trying to avoid as much wax as possible. She will be staying out of the line of sight of this hunter for a while, throwing down another music box and eating some more wax at 84%. She does have to be careful, and she's trying to use these obstacles to avoid the wax, going towards the pallets over here and throwing down that pallet, keeping the hunter away, throwing down that second pallet, and the hunter will be taking her down. And this is the first down for the female dancer. The cipher machines at 90, 72, and 64%. They will have completed at least one cipher machine when a survivor comes for the rescue. It does look like AEZ will be coming in for the rescue. He is the gravekeeper, and he can utilize his dig state in order to eat the damage instead. So we'll see how well he does when he comes for the save. Will he be able to come before half? He isn't being shown, so we can't see. He's blocking off some of the cipher machines, and doesn't look like he will be able to make it before half, but he is feeding tinnitus, so the hunter can't leave the chair too far. Does notice AEZ, and AEZ is in his dig form, and he is going to get the rescue off of the female dancer, waiting a while the survivors have popped 2 cipher machine and they're finishing up their 3rd cipher machine. He has to get the save right before she expires. He does have tight turner, so she will be able to transition away even if she gets hit. We'll be taking the hit and we'll be getting the save right before she expires and return to the manor. Eating a lot of wax here out in the open while she tries to make her way to Big Boat, and it looks like the hunter is keeping his eyes on AEZ. Will be trying to block off that cipher machine, and the female dancer will be trying to go down here at Big Boat. Will be feeding more presents and will be going down. She will be returning to the manor. 3 cipher machines complete. completed the 4th cipher machine at 50 and the 5th cipher machine at 26. They are working on an additional cipher at 13. Depends on who the hunter decides to chase. We do only have one survivor with half health, which is the Gravekeeper, so as long as he keeps himself safe, he will be able to prolong the kite so the other survivors can decode. Ooh, getting hit out of his form right away. Hunter waxing off this entire area and throwing more wax onto the survivor hiding behind this pallet. Ooh, Hunter goes right through, and gets a complete wax with the wax ball and will be chairing the Gravekeeper for the first time. 4 cipher machines have been completed. Last cipher machine at 77%. It is in the shack area. Hunter has throwing wax to there, but it is roofed area, so he can't really block off that cipher at the moment, which is a very good counter to Wax's usual method. Cipher machines have been popped. They're not going to go for this save. One survivor at shack and the other survivor working at the opposite exit gate. Are they trying to get that one-man escape? Well, technically they only need a one-man escape because Geisha got a 4-man elimination in the previous round. I will have to make sure once again because I'm recording this and I get kind of confused, but it looks like Hunter is going after Barotu, who is the airplane, is using his jetpack to stay far away. Exit gate is open, so that's a one-man escape. The dungeon was here, but he wasn't able to get there. That was so close. They were just trying to time that perfectly, but this is a 3-man elimination on the side of FAV.
ためさせて飛ぶのか、今回ためさせてしまったんですよ。
距離が詰まった時に難しさが出る。
And it is AWG survivors against FAV Hunter. It is Yami once again with the Gamekeeper, and it looks like he will be making his way towards Toru, who is the patient. It is the Gamekeeper, so he can use his hooks to close the distance quickly and make it his way towards the survivor, doing a very excellent job staying out of sight. Hasn't been using his hooks quite yet, but he is making his way. Ooh, he did use his one hook to transition into the small second story corner building. Hunter getting his hook ready, has hooked the patient and will be getting his first hit onto the survivor. Patient dropping down and trying to go to a different area. Hunter will be setting up a trap here so that the patient can't drop down a second time, but he does have a hook to utilize. Instead of hooked off the staircase and downing him right away, incredibly fast down on the side of the Hunter. We do see that the cipher machines are not as much as survivors would have wanted at 60, 53, and 66%. We do see AEZ already making his way towards the survivor. It is the mercenary, but he does have quite a distance away from the chair. Hunter does have tinnitus triggers, so he does know that there is a survivor here, and there's also a cipher machine, so they have to be careful using his elbow pad to get closer to the chair. He has to be careful not to be hooked too far away from the chair. He has made his way to the chair. Hunter hooking right next to the chair, closing that gap. Oh, wonderful, using his hook to get away from the Hunter forward. Now he does have Tide Turner. Hunter blinks in through the window. It downs the patient right away. He does have Tide Turner to utilize, so he can try to die at a more optimal position, but he will be going down immediately. 2 cipher machines completed, 3rd cipher machine at 68%, 4th cipher machine at 16%, and the 5th cipher machine at 7%. This is looking incredibly good for the FAV Hunter, but it always changes. We don't know. We can't be too sure. These survivors definitely have a plan in motion. We already have a survivor feeding tinnitus on the 2nd story bridge, while the 2 survivors finished decoding. 3rd cipher machine has been completed. Hunter is just waiting for someone to come and save, but it looks like the survivors are selling Barotu, and he will be returning to the manor 4th Cypher Machine at 46% and 5th Cypher Machine. Ooh, they're starting an extra 5th Cypher Machine while the hunter goes and looks for a new person to chase. He is walking towards Kaiharu, who is the psychologist. Hunter throwing down a trap, and oh, it looks like he's gonna stick around here because he did have tinnitus, so he does know that there's a survivor gonna be working on this Cypher Machine. It is AEC. Wonderful job avoiding those hooks, and we'll be getting a normal hook and dropping down at the bridge. It looks like he's going through the building. He's not going to be going back to the second story. He does have a trap there, so he has to go all the way around, and he's making his way towards the one pallet in this area. Got the pallets done. It's suddenly starting to look very good for the side of the survivors. Waiting around another pallet to get the hook, and will be going down immediately with that extra damage. The 4th Cypher Machine has been completed. Oh, the hunter wasn't able to stop that Cypher from being completed. Last Cypher Machine at 87%. It's looking very promising for the survivors. Suddenly they have enough Cypher Machines. They have enough progress. 99%. It is prime. They're just waiting to play this out in endgame. She's baiting out some of the saves. We'll be finally getting the save off to the survivor. We'll be getting the hit onto the mercenary, and the Cypher Machines have been popped. Oh, Hunter is suddenly changing targets, and he's going towards the psychologist instead. We'll be able to hook her and down her right away. And the opposite exit gate is being opened at 35%. Hunter is bringing this psychologist towards the middle of the map, closer to the exit gate, and trying to stop that exit gate from being open while chairing the psychologist. Yes, he will be chairing the psychologist. It is at 92%. Will he be able to make it? 95%, and they were not able to open up that exit gate. And the antiquarian needs to try. Oh, blink down! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This is looking so good for the hunter. Suddenly, that blink was excellently timed with that detention and 95% gate opening. We have a injured mercenary who did pick up a perfume, trying to make something out of this tragic situation. Hunter has already ballooned the anti-aquarian and is bringing her towards the middle. He does have tinnitus, so he does know that the survivor is around this area coming for the save. If he leaves the chair too far away, he's gonna be able to miss. He's gonna miss his hook, and AEZ is running towards the exit gate because the exit gate is almost open. All he has to do is open the exit gate, but it looks like the antiquarian is crawling towards the chair, trying to get the save last minute. But Hunter will be picking her up while the psychologist, she was able to struggle free, and she's making her way to the exit gate. Will they be able to escape? She is trying to dodge. She's using her stick to get some speed. Oh, she misses her. Oh, she gets hooked. Oh no, she's going down. So it looks like a one-man escape on the side of the survivors and a three-man elimination on the side of the FAV hunter.
あれはあれで危険なんですけど、寄せて傭兵の動きもフ
ァーストチェイスで追うんだったら踊り子の方が追いやすかったりしますかね。
And it is the FAV survivors versus AWG hunter. It will be the night watch. He is spawned at the second story, dropping down immediately and charging up his wind ability. Apai is in his vicinity. She is the entomologist. We'll see who he decides to chase. He is going towards the middle, where we also have Nerusu, who is the forward. It looks like he has caught sight of Apai. He is also still looking around. He has noticed Dak Cho, who is the coordinator, and he has changed his target and direction towards Dak Cho. It looks like he does want to take this coordinator out first. Cypher machines have just been started. The one Cypher machine at 14 and other Cypher machine at 0. Dak Cho dropping down from the stair to the stairs, and the hunter swinging, but hasn't missed. Wow, she avoided it and then she ran into the hunter again, so that was kind of unfortunate since she did miss. Stunning right away, and using excitement right away, downing the survivor. Wow, what excellent mind game and play on the side of the hunters. I mean, this was looking really good for the coordinator. There was all these music boxes here. She had the entomologist B's gonna support her right as after she used the stun gun, but that excitement timing was perfect. We also have the forward here in the area going to harass. They want to get as much points as possible in this round. And the coordinator has gotten up while the hunter was chasing the forward. Oh, wonderful. Bees pushing the hunter away. She was able to make it to this pallet. She is waiting around. Hunter is also waiting around. We'll be breaking that pallet. And oh, a stun from the forward. And she's able, the coordinator is able to transition to hotel where the entomologist is. She's making her way upstairs, and Hunter is following closely behind, dropping down. Hunter charging his wind ability and slowing her down a little. Unfortunately, she's not able to make it to that pallet, and she will be down for the second time, but still the only first time on her chair. The forward just buying so much time and allowing the coordinator to get up really helped the survivors with that early down. However, Cypher machines are not as progressed as the survivors would have liked. Only one Cypher machine has been completed. We have 24, 49, and 45 on the rest of the 3 Cypher machines, and Hunter has tinnitus, so he does know that there is a survivor near him, but when will the survivors come for this save? We do see someone going down the stairs. It is the forward, and it looks like the forward will be coming for this save. He does have Tide Turner, so as long as he gets the save, yes, he'll get the hit and the save before half onto the coordinator. Hunter dashing right towards coordinator, kind of stuck out in the open, and will be getting a hit and will be going down, but she does have Tide Turner, so she does have a little extra time to transition to a different area. She will be transitioning to the bridge and will be dying at this corner where it is easier for the forward to utilize his ball and stun the hunter if possible. It doesn't look like that will be the case in this instance, and she will be put onto the chair, and it will be her second time on the chair. 2 Cypher machines have been completed by the female dancer, and the forward has been healed by the entomologist most likely, and it looks like he is in the area, and not sure if he does plan on coming to save. There is no tinnitus on the side of the hunter, so he isn't expecting anyone at the moment, and it does look like the survivors are going to just sell and allow the coordinator to return back to the... Oh, tinnitus is triggered. Forward is triggering tinnitus, but Hunter is leaving now that the coordinator has returned to the manor. Oh, he's doubling back and he's returning to the hotel where forward is. 3 Cypher machines have been completed. The 4th Cypher machine at 49 and the 5th at 43, but a new Cypher is also being started. Forward able to make it up through the pallet down. He's still at full health, dropping down. Hunter following right behind. Ooh, sucking him with the wind ability, and he finally got a hit onto the forward. Forward will be going right back up to the 2nd story, and Hunter will be following closely behind, dropping down once again. He was pulled with the wind in the previous. Oh, wonderful job avoiding the pull with the pull, but he was unfortunately caught in his vault and will be taking a terror shock and going down. 4 Cypher machines have been completed, and the last Cypher machine at 82%. It looks like it will be primed in time for the rescue. We do have Felix in the area. It is the female dancer. She has 2 music boxes to work with, and Cypher machines are primed, so she is free to come for this save. She'll be dropping a slow box in the area spin and making her way right away to the survivor. A little bit of mind games, waiting for the perfect time to save. We'll be getting him before half, trying to body block for the forward. The forward, oh, missing his swing. He keeps missing his swings. Another slow box by the female dancer. And the Cypher machines have been popped as soon as the Hunter was trying to break that pallet, and the forward has made his way to the second story, will be dropping down again. Hunter following close behind, using his win ability and downing the survivor right away because the Hunter does have detention. And the exit gate is almost open at 70-80%, and the Hunter is dragging this forward to the chair, but the exit gates are open, so this is looking like a two-man escape on the side of the survivors.
ありは見えてきた。 IWG としてはちょっと怖くなってくる。
階建て終点の間。
We do have the AWG survivors against FAV Hunter. It will be the Bonbon on Moonlit River Park. He will be going across the bridge right to two-story. Seer is already going up the two-story, and the Hunter is following behind. This is the normal route that most survivors go in order to waste time, and the Hunter will be taking that route because he is clearly aware of it. He does see the scratch marks on the ground, so he will now know the exact direction which the Seer is going, and it looks like Seer won't be entering the building once again. He'll be crossing the bridge and going towards middle, where he will be utilizing these walls and pallets. Will be throwing down those pallets, making sure that the Hunter has to go all the way around. Will be missing those bombs and making his way towards the pallets. Hunter throwing down bombs so that he can't get there. Getting that normal hit. Did not utilize his owl quite yet, and moving into these walls, two pallet areas, extremely good kiting area, missing those two double bombs, and he is able to use the fire investigator ball to and Hunter uses warp. Oh, and there's a Seer's owl. Oh, he gets the flywheel and avoids the normal hit. Gets a bomb utilization. He uses owl to cancel out a bomb and then flywheels. So he is still at half health, but he's just doing a very good job avoiding these bombs. Such a strong area for the survivors to kite. Hunter will have to break down these pallets, or he's just going to keep looping around this area. Oh, running into the Hunter, but launching right back and avoiding the Hunter. He will be utilizing the fire investigator's ball once again, going back to these walls. Already have those two pallets down, so he will be safe for now. Finally got a bomb off onto the survivor, running into the Hunter and getting a normal hit and downing the survivor. However, this is an incredibly long kite, and 3 Cypher machines have already been completed, and this is only the Seer's first chair. And there was a survivor on this side of the map, so they might just stay around, but it looks like AEZ is the mercenary that will be coming in for the save. He is feeding tinnitus, so Hunter can't get too far away from the chair. We have the Antiquarian and Nameko with wanted order, so the Hunter can see exactly where the Antiquarian is. It would have been better if Mercenary got wanted order, but that's not a choice that the Hunter does have. So it looks like the Mercenary is just feeding tinnitus. It is very hard to save against a Bonbon, especially if the Bonbon times his bombs extremely well. So either you save after half when it's almost finished, or you just sell and choose not to save. In this instance, the Cypher machines are getting primed, so 70% on the fourth Cypher, 67 on the last Cypher, so Cypher progress is looking incredibly well. They may just sell this and not go for the save since it's not primed quite yet, so it looks like that's what the survivors are going to do. They're just going to use this opportunity and prime up the Cypher machines. Unfortunately, there's 1 in 10, and the Hunter is going towards Karu, who is the fire investigator. He has 1 bomb left. Hunter is choosing to change targets, and he is making sure to camp this Cypher and make sure that this Cypher is not finished. It is the last Cypher machine. Basement is here and is at 84%. Survivors are starting a new additional Cypher in case the Hunter continues to camp this Cypher. it could be dangerous. Hunter is aware that the mercenary was here since he did feed tinnitus while the seer was chaired. So it looks like the hunter is making sure that the mercenary cannot decode this cipher machine. The additional 5th cipher that is being started is at 40%, so he just needs to stay hidden, and as long as the hunter can't find him, they'll be buying all the time that they need. It looks like Hunter has finally run into the mercenary using his elbow pad right away and getting further away. He is not going to be eating any hits anytime soon because he has 2 more elbow pads. And the additional cipher is at 73%. They don't have to prime up this cipher anymore. But they are going to continue to pressure it so the hunter can't leave and go to the new cipher machine. He hasn't been able to hit any of his bombs, and the survivors are moving away from 10, so that means they can just pop it and run away, and the hunter can't do anything about it. Hunter has warp. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, cipher machines have been popped, and the hunter is going towards AEZ, the mercenary's cipher machine exit gate, and he hasn't been able to land a hit on him yet. The dungeon is in Cypher, behind Cypher Bridge, so he has to make quite a way, but he does have 2 elbow pads. Hunter teleporting to the opposite gate, and it hasn't been opened yet. It's at 13%, and it was Cairo that was nearby, but he did have his ball to transition away and not get damaged from these bombs or the hunter. He is staying at this window so that the hunter has to go around and he won't be eating additional hits. He did get that bomb chip onto him. The exit gates are both being opened. The mercenary has opened 1 exit gate, and there is Nanako, the antiquarian, opening up the gate where this fire investigator is kiting. Hunter is just trying to get him down by just using bombs. And he's transitioning, he's going back to the exit gate, and it's open, and there is he's going to use his ball to transition into the exit gate. That's a 3-man escape.
ただその後もね、やっぱ存在が溜まってないからこそ爆弾も救助来ないの怒られるぐらいのチェイスですからね。確かに。そうですね、3台分上がっていたと思い切った選択ですけどもね。
And it is FAV Survivors versus AWG Hunter. It is going to be Gamekeeper on Moonlight River Park. He will be going straight into second story. Appai will be going out towards the outside of the building. Hunter has already seen the scratch marks, so he'll be chasing him right away. He is making a long way around the building, but he does have enough distance to make it further. It looks like he will be going around. Oh, he was using his rockets, so Hunter was unable to catch up to him using his rockets once again. He has 1 rocket left. He is going towards the middle where it is a much stronger kiting area, and he has walls to try and avoid the hunter's hooks. It looks like Hunter will be continuously chasing this weeping clown, which was doing an excellent job staying out of sight, avoiding those hooks. Oh, and the hunter will be placing a trap at that pallet. He's not going to be able to utilize this area. Hunter breaking this pallet right away, and the flywheel to avoid that trap, and he will be using this pallet. Hunter breaking the pallet right away. This area is unusable by this survivor. He still has 1 rocket left, and he will be throwing down this pallet. Hunter using a trap. He has to be careful not to be hooked, going around the opposite way where the pallet is so that he can't be utilized. Avoiding, dodging, sidestep. Wow! And throwing down that pallet will be getting the hook onto the survivor, and he will be getting his first hit onto Appai. Appai moving and transitioning away to the different walls. We have the support of the blink, but he misses and stunned by the prospector, transitioning away, staying away, and the hunter just can't get a hook onto the survivor. Will be swinging but missing. He'll have to break these pallets in order to get closer. Oh, another stun by the prospector. Hunter is unable to close the distance between the survivor. The pallets here have already been broken, so this won't be too much of a problem, but prospector again harassing this hunter, and the hunter is unable to make it to towards and closer to this weeping cloud, transitioning away to the other walls where he could utilize this area and window. There is also another pallet in that area. Hunter is closing the gap. He's getting his hook ready, and he finally hooked the weeping cloud, and he will be hitting him and downing the weeping cloud. However, 2 cipher machines have been completed. 3rd cipher machine at 84th, and 5th cipher machines have already been started. And it looks like Narusu is the survivor in this area, is feeding tinnitus. And if we look at the traits of Narusu, he does have Tide Turner, so he can go for the save, getting the normal hit. No hook damage, will be getting the save with Tide Turner. Hunter using his hooks, but he did not hook onto and Narusu will be taking the damage and will be going down. He's throwing some magnets, trying to keep the Hunter away from the weeping cloud. Wonderful stun against the drums and dying in the corner. It looks like Narusu will be taking his turn on the chair, and the weeping cloud has escaped. And the survivors are decoding so much. The 4th and 5th cipher machine they started is already finishing up, and we already have Felix in the area. It is the cheerleader getting ready to save the prospector off of this chair. Hunter missing his hook, and we're getting a normal hit onto the cheerleader. Cheerleader will be saving, and guess what? She has Tide Turner, so this is looking incredibly good for the survivors. 4 cipher machines completed. Will be hooking Felix. Wonderful body block, avoiding the hit. 1 cipher machine left at 80%, and Hunter is still chasing Narusu. This will only be his 2nd chair, and they are priming the cipher machine 86%. Cheerleader also blocking the way, making sure that Felix does not go down for the 2nd time. Hunter has no choice but to chair the cheerleader. It is at 98%. Cipher machines are primed, and we already have a survivor coming in for the save. It is a gravekeeper also holding Tide Turner. It's already the end game, and there are 4 survivors available. The cheerleader does not have borrowed time, so she cannot get hit. The gravekeeper has to body block in order for the cheerleader not to go down. We'll be getting the save. They're trying to body block, and Felix gets the hit. They do have Tide Turner, and Hunter is going towards Felix. Felix does not have borrowed time though. Taking another hit, and the cipher machines have been popped. That is a double hit on Felix, and Felix will be going down for the 2nd time. Also, all the survivors are on this side of the map. 2 survivors at the gate at 50%. It's almost open, and the gravekeeper staying behind just in case the Hunter teleports to that gate. He can get the save onto the cheerleader. It looks like the survivors are splitting up, and they are feeding tinnitus, and that cipher exit gate is open. So they just need a 3-man escape. Doncho in the area. If the Hunter does leave Felix at any moment, he will be coming for the save. He's using his shovel to dig the ground. And we have 3-man support. Save with Tide Turner. Felix using her pom-poms to make it to the gate. Hunter using the taking the normal hit. All 3 survivors. Weeping Clown using his rocket to take the survivors to the exit gate. Hunter the cheerleader has been hooked. Blink hit on the... Oh my goodness. Blink hit onto the prospector. 2 survivors are suddenly down. And the cheerleader is chaired, and she will be returning to the manor. Exit gate is open, but... Okay, the Hunter is setting up the traps on the exit gate so that the Hunter and survivors can't escape. Oh no, this is suddenly looking like a 2-man elimination. Should they have just taken the 3-man elimination? I mean, 3-man escape? Oh, it looks like the Hunter is taking the prospector as far away from the exit gate as possible, and he will be cheering him at the bridge. We have the 2 survivors. They refuse to leave. They aren't going to leave. We have peepers on the chair. And okay, we get the detention is over. Oh my goodness. He got the save onto the prospector. Grave is using his shovel. Oh, prospector waiting right at the dungeon. Oh, unfortunately, will be going down. Are they gonna get this two-man escape, or are they gonna try? It looks like these survivors are just going to leave, and that's a two-man elimination on the side of AWG Hunter.
Yeah, おめでとうございます。
いや、バトルチェイスちょっと全体通して伸びてたなという
IJL プレイオフ第1マッチですよ。
っていう活躍だった。
やっぱあそこの傾斜で4釣り、
アクシズウェーブ対フェンネル、この2チームの戦いになってアクシズウェーブメンバーこちらでずらっと並んでおります。続いてフェンネル、どうでしょうね、この立ち位置。
And it is AXIZ survivors against FL Hunter. It will be on Lakeside Village, and it is an opera singer Hasha. Looks like he's gonna go straight to Big Boat, and the survivor's already up at the second story. Hunter's gonna make his way up to the second story, and following these scratch marks on the ground, it looks like he's gonna take the ledge down. Hunter's just gonna drop down, throwing down that pallet, making sure to stay away from this opera singer. It does look like that Tuna will be the first survivor that is chased. It is the aeroplanist. He already used one of his jetpacks to get to this ledge, and he will be able to fall without getting any damage. Hunter vaulting as well, using that pallet in the middle to make sure that he can maintain this distance. And it looks like he's gonna transition to these other pallets, gonna be able to vault that, doing a very good job avoiding the Hunter. Lots of remnants in the area. All upward propel and right back up to second story Big Boat. And amazing placement, and the Hunter is just having to walk down, following him. Gonna have to drop down, vault this window. Wow, this is just an amazing cutting path. The Hunter's gonna have to blink and finally swing and get the first damage on the survivor. And he's just making his rounds, rotating right back up, using his item and making it to this ledge once again. Second time, Hunter going back to a remnant and dropping down. Oh, the survivor did not see it. Okay, but he was able to vault back and forth, back and forth. Hunter's just gonna break this pallet because this pallet is allowing him to transition. Ooh, is he gonna? Oh, unfortunately not gonna be able to make it to that second pallet. And the Hunter is at first presence. One cipher, two cipher machines have popped, and the third cipher at 70%. The fourth cipher getting started, and it looks like Nian is nearby. It is the painter, and he actually does have Ty Turner, so he could possibly be going for this save at the opportune moment. That would be right before the half line. Hunter does have tinnitus, so she is aware that there is a survivor in the area. Painter finally making his way towards the chair. Hunter will be getting a hit, and he will be able to save with Ty Turner before half. Third cipher machine just popped, and Hunter is getting a hit right on Tuna right away. As soon as he is saved, he does have Ty Turner, so he is transitioning to shore corner. Probably going to want to get into that water so that there is a very slow movement save for the Hunter when she's carrying him back to the chair, but he wasn't able to quite make it there. He will be following in this far corner though, and it will be his second chair. And the cipher machine hasn't progressed since it was only the Ty Turner time that was utilized, but he still has more time on the chair. The fourth cipher machine at 77. Hunter is moving to Big Boat, making sure that there's nobody here. Oh, it looks like the survivor already went down from Big Boy. It is the first officer. He already used up his pocket watch, so it will be hard for the Hunter to locate his actual body. She is making a few predictions, but hasn't been able to land a hit yet. He needs to get the save before he expires. We'll be getting a normal hit, and we'll be getting a save with Ty Turner. First officer seems like he's staying behind, trying to body block, trying to lengthen the kite of this airplane. His 4 cipher machines are completed. Last cipher machine at 58%. He just needs to outlast long enough wonderful pallets done by the survivor. And it looks like he's continuously trying to body block. We have 2 survivors here in the area. Body block for the survivor. This is looking incredibly strong, especially against opposite. Oh, vaulting right into the Hunter, and the cipher machine is not ready. We're gonna force heal, and the Hunter is gonna swing, and 92% they need to force heal one more time, but unfortunately he will be picking up the wrong survivor, and it's primed, and the survivor has all gotten up. It's popped. It's endgame 4 survivors, And he unfortunately does run into this hunter, and the exit gates are being opened. All 3 survivors are running to that exit gate. It is at 50%. It looks like it will be open, and she will be cheering the airplanist, and the airplanist will be returning to the ladder. It is his 3rd time. Teleport to the exit gate. 95%. It's not open. But the painter's portrait is stunning the hunter, and they're making it past. They're making it through the exit gate. 2 people have made it through the exit gate. 3 people have made it through the exit gate.
岩の裏あたりなのか、もうトウモロコシ畑の奥の方まで行っちゃっている。
This FL Survivors versus AXIZ Hunter. It is the opera singer once again on the Lakeside Village, and she is heading straight to the big boat, where she will be running into a survivor that has already made his way towards the 2nd floor. This is starting to look like a repeat of what we just saw. Result. And already using the stairs to go down, and it looks like it will be Young, who is the patient in this case. So it is not the airplanist, but he is doing a very good job utilizing this area. Oh, running into the hunter, using his hook and going to shore instead. It looks like he's forced to leave the big boat, and he does have a lot of pallets to work with. Oh, vaulting into the hunter and getting his first hit onto the hunter, using his 2nd hook to get on the ledge and go up to the 2nd story of big boat. Waiting at the ledge, Hunter is making her way towards the top. She was expecting something, I'm not sure, but it looks like he's going to wait at the ledge. He's crouching, and he will be vaulting as soon as the hunter does get close. Hunter will be following closely behind, using that palleted area. Ooh, Remnant to go right back up to 2nd story so that he can't transition. He does have a hook to work with. He will be using his hook against Big Rock and transitioning into this 3 pallet area. Ooh, but he didn't vault! He didn't vault! He did vault this time. Oh, unfortunately he did vault quite a lot of times, and Hunter just took that opportunity to down him. The Cypher Machine's progress is looking good. It is at 95%, 1 Cypher Machine completed, and 61%. One of the Cypher Machines is a little lacking, but it looks like Miken will be coming in for the save. And Miken is the mercenary, so he does have some distance from the chair, which is fine because it's not over half. He does need to start getting closer to get that save. We'll be taking the hit, and we'll be saving before half with Ty Turner. Hunter will be going for Young right away and be able to follow up with a hit while he is in the Ty Turner state, while Young does transition right back into Big Boat. It looks like he wants to go down in this area. We'll be hitting him once more and getting full presence. And he will be picking him up and bringing him back to the chair. It looks like he's going outside of Big Boat. And there is a chair right outside of Big Boat, and Miken is also in the area. He is still injured, and he has 2 elbow pads. Not sure if saving. Oh, he dropped down. He's going near the chair, but he hasn't quite made the save. It looks like he's going further away, all the way to Big Rock. Hunter is still keeping tabs on him. He is making his way back to the chair. He does have elbow pads to make his way back. He is made his way back, but he has to make sure not to get a terror shoot because he can't absorb it since he is at half. Oh my goodness, taking the normal hit and getting the save. He will be falling, but as long as he got the save, he was able to vault the pallet. Hunter is ignoring the mercenary, and he is going to try and eliminate Young as soon as possible. Young going down the stairs and onto was able to vault the window, and he is staying in this area because there is a lot of windows. Well, there's 2 he can work with. Oh, he was not able. He got the vault, but it was. Oh, Cypher Machines have been popped. So this is. Oh my goodness. Endgame, he's still alive. Okay, he will be going down. Gate, Cypher Machines. Gate, exit gates are at 50%, and he will be getting on the chair. He will be getting eliminated because this is his last time for him. And she is gated, cheering him in front of the exit gate. The exit gate is open, and that's a 3-man escape on the side of the survivors. Oh, one person is waiting at dungeon, but it is still a 3-man escape.
サバイバー3人逃げ
上げそうになったの鬼没のシーン、はい、乗り越えてない、
綺麗な 500% ですし、高川選手も完全に対しての船のチェイサーとしての役割にはなりますね。はい。
FL Survivors and AXIZ Hunter. It will be Opera Singer and it will be in Red Church. Hunter immediately transforming into her shadow and going towards Sasori, who is inside the church. Looks like he already left the church and he's going outside to the left. Hunter following in the right direction but not able to see the footprints, and so he has to change, and it looks like he has run into Emko, who is the acrobat. Throwing down that pallet early on, keeping the hunter far away. Gonna maintain that distance. You're gonna use his bombs to close up the gap. There is a remnant there. He has to be very careful. Oh, he doubled back! Amazing prediction on the side of the acrobat. Wow, there isn't a pallet there, so it looks like he will be getting his first hit, and he will be transitioning away to an area with more pallets and windows for him to stay alive. He does still have 2 other balls to work with, so it should be okay to transition around. Hunter will be breaking all these pallets, so he has to leave, using his second ball to go to the 3rd pallet around there, and Hunter will be going back and forth, leaving. Oh, blink! Oh, and he is going down. Cypher Machines at 62, 65, and 52, so this is a very early down for the Hunter. And the survivors, it looks like Sasori and Young will continue to decode. Hunter is going into church and disrupting Sasori's Cypher Machine, and we do have Maiken, the first officer, coming in for this save. Hunter already at the chair waiting for him. He did use his pocket watch, so he is, unfortunately getting a hit, and he will get the save before half with Ty Turner, so this gives the acrobat a chance to transition away. Emko will be getting hit, and he is transitioning into the church, going to behind the podium, and the hunter is unable to locate him. She doesn't know where he is. Okay, it does look like she did find him eventually. And we have the fire investigator using a ball to block off the hunters. She has to get rid of the ball, pick up again, and he will be ready for another ball, and she will be stuck, and that would be very promising for the wonderful job, fire investigator, blocking off the hunter a second time. Hunter has to let go. Okay, breaking the ball. We have the fire investigator. Okay, she is going for the fire investigator now. He is half damaged, so and he will be going down together, so he won't be able to block the hunter anymore. Hunter is gonna be cheering fire investigator first. She has been harassed by him quite a while, and it is possible that the acrobat may be able to struggle if she picks it up again, so it looks like she's just gonna let him use up his self-heal. He will be using his self-heal, and he has gotten up. Hunter has doubled back, and she's going back for the acrobat. Cypher Machine's looking incredibly good. Acrobat staying alive at this window. Hunter using her shadow form to catch up to him very, very quickly, and he needs to rotate away. He's kind of caught in the open, and he goes down. So this is the second down for the acrobat. He was saved before half, so he should have more time on the chair. Meanwhile, the Cypher Machines are moving along quite well. We do see Young is out crouching near the window. He is the puppeteer, and he can eat a lot of hits, so he will most likely be going for the save or just feeding to Nidus. He does not have Tide Turner, so he has to take a hit for the survivor and possibly body block if he can in his puppet form, so he can get more hits. And he wonderfully got the save, got the normal hit, and the acrobat is able to go into graveyard. We have the puppeteer body blocking for him, camping at the pallet for him, but unfortunately gets a hit, and the puppeteer will be going down. 3 Cypher Machine completed, 4 Cypher Machine at 91, and the 5th Cypher Machine at 78, so Cypher Machines are so close. Hunter is going to chair the puppeteer. These survivors are taking turns in the chair. This is looking incredibly good for the side of the survivors. 92%, 93%, but hasn't been able to puppet 3. We have an abnormal. It's 48%. pallet stun, and he's able to survive a little longer. The survivor has been saved off of chair, and the hunter is running into the hunter. The first officer unfortunately will be going down, and the survivors have started a new cipher to counter the abnormal that the hunter did change her trait to. And the hunter is out for Emko once again. Emko, this will be his last time on the chair, so he actually can't go down, but Hunter is catching up very fast. And he is going down. He will be returning to the matter because it is his third chair. Meanwhile, the survivors did end up saving the first officer, and they're trying to prime up this last cipher at 80%, but the hunter has already arrived. It looks like we have the puppeteer trying to block with the puppet form. 98% it is primed, so if the hunter hits any of the survivors, they will be popping that cipher machine. And we have one survivor going towards the gate already. Wonderful. Hitting, popping, running away, running for their lives. It looks like the hunter will be chasing the puppeteer. Has to be very, very careful. He does not, he's still half injury. Wonderful. Puppet taking the, oh my goodness. He was able to somehow survive. Meanwhile, the cipher gate, exit gates are being opened. The officer's gate is open. The Sasori's gate is at 50%. She is trying to rush it, but Sasori's gate is open. Let me correct myself. The first officer's isn't being opened yet. Is being opened now. So it looks like a two-man escape on the side of FL survivors.
時計を使わせた。で、あのまま解読されるのではなくて、
この狭いマップ対サングレという意味でかなりいいラス目線天敵すぎるので通電までは、通電後にもう無視。
AXIZ survivors versus FL Hunter. It will be the Ivy, the shadow, on Red Church, and she will be sending her ghost into the church and the body into the passage between church and shack. It looks like she's looking for a survival. She has found Ato, who is the embalmer, and it looks like the main body will also be starting to chase Otto, so she hasn't infected any other survivors. Otto will be trying to get this vault on this window, and the main body will be trying to follow while the ghost is stuck very close behind. He has been infected once, so she can't infect him or be stuck to his body, walking backwards in order so that he won't be able to see the red light and hopefully run into the hunter, but he will be keeping a safe distance, throwing down those pallets, getting scares onto him. 67%. He does have to be careful, but he hasn't been hit yet, so it's looking pretty good for the side of the embalmer. Hunter will be infecting the church cipher, making sure that the cipher progress is slowed down. Going into shack, blink hit, and he finally gets a hit onto the survivor. 93% corruption, not 100% corruption yet, and she will be bringing her ghost right back onto Otto and will be getting 100% corruption by nice. And if we do look at the cipher machines, we have 100% on one completed cipher machine, 93 almost completed cipher machine, but the last two cipher machines are quite lacking at 33% and 28% because she did try to deter cipher progress by infecting one of the ciphers inside church. He did resurrect in his coffin, and wonderful job avoiding that hit. He is alive. He does have that protective bubble from his coffin for some time now. And it looks like she is sending her ghost back to one of the middle ciphers and trying to deter the cipher progress while her main body is going after Atto. Atto does not have any coffins left over now, so he is essentially kiting with no items, and so he needs to try to prolong this kite as long as possible. But he is doing a very incredibly good job here in the graveyard, vaulting between those pallets and staying alive. He is kind of running into the hunter here, won't be able to make it into that pallet because he just didn't have enough distance, and so this will be his second time on the chair. 2 cipher machines completed. 2 cipher machines will be completed very soon in the last cipher machine at 43%, so this is looking very good for the side of the survivors. And on top of that, he's not returning to the manor yet, so they still can save, and 4 cipher machines have been completed, and the last cipher machine at 51. Hunter will be infecting the prisoner that was working on there, will be teleporting right away, getting the shock, and prisoner is able to get away for now. And Hunter will be having the ghost nearby the chair, making sure that nobody gets a free save. We'll be getting the save onto auto, and the Hunter still hasn't. Okay, we'll be finally infecting and teleporting to auto and trying to down him and make sure that this last survivor is eliminated. It looks like the Weeping Clown is also nearby, trying to give some assistance to Otto as if he can get on the rocket. Oh, we'll be getting a hit instead, which is buying a lot of time, and the last cipher machine is at 75%. It looks like she is sending her ghost right back to the Shack cipher, which is at 89%. We'll be getting... Oh, he wasn't able to get any more corruption on to the survivor, and the ghost is going back and looking for Otto. As soon as she put a tablet on the cipher machine, she's gonna go and try to infect Otto, and it looks like she will be disconnecting the prisoner's connection and going back to, ooh, they are starting a new cipher machine at 18%, and it looks like Hunter is keeping tabs on that. Takaku is also starting another cipher machine, which Hunter is keeping tabs on. Will be leaving an infection on the survivor, and this cipher machine has the most progress, so Hunter is reluctant to leave this survivor, this cipher, and her main body is going after. Everything is happening so fast. She has found psychologist. Psychologist will be taking a hit. She was attempting to prime up that 89% cipher, but it's not looking too bad because we have 4 survivors still available in the entire map and 1 other cipher machine at 71%, so it has a lot of progress. So it's looking really good for the side of the survivors, and only 1 survivor has been chaired twice, meaning the other survivors can take turns on the chair and it would still work out. It looks like her ghost is around Tuna and Takakao, so it looks like she'll be infecting Takakao, and she is going towards the psychologist with her ghost, but it hasn't quite infected her yet. We'll be infecting her now, teleporting and trying to get that infection, corruption on to her as quickly as possible. And the 72 cipher is kind of starting to get progressed, and the psychologist will be chaired for the first time in the red carpet area. We do have the Hunter's ghost looking for another person to infect. Cipher machines have been primed, so as long as a save goes, a survivor saves the psychologist. Oh, wonderful! Stunning the Hunter with the rocket, the Weeping Clown's rocket, and getting the save off with Tide Turner. And cipher machines are primed. They're just waiting for the perfect moment to pop this cipher, and the ghost is already moving towards the exit gate, and the main body is also waiting at the exit gate, just waiting for endgame and the cipher machines to pop. Hunter is roaming around looking for another survivor. Otto is doing a very good job staying hidden and away from this Hunter, so since if he does get chaired again, he will be returning to the matter. So wow, the survivor is just doing an excellent job hiding away. It's primed. They're still waiting for some better positions for all the survivors, and the Hunter is looking to infect people since none of the people have been infected in quite some time. Nobody has that cooldown for the effect, so she can infect anyone. So survivors have to be very careful, and we're just waiting for the endgame to happen, but everyone's just setting up. We have Tuna at Backgate. We have oh, that's the Hunter's name. Oh, we have Nyan at the cipher machine. They plan to get infected and then pop the Cypher machine so that they will be able to waste some of the hunter's resources. But it doesn't look like the hunter. Oh, the hunter hasn't seen Atto. He's hiding inside the. He's hiding inside the closet, the locker. Oh, will be finally infecting the prisoner and blinking and downing the prisoner. Cypher machines have been popped, but prisoner does not. Oh wait, cypher machines were already popped a long time ago, and he is gonna be chaired for the first time. And Otto is here. Otto needs to be very careful. He is gonna be going down to the manor if he does get caught. And the hunter's main body is in church. His ghost is somewhere near Shack, and she is bringing her ghost back to the main body, and it looks like she has found Takakao. She will be infecting him when he gets closer. Oh no, that's just a scare. Most likely closer when he gets closer to the. He has gotten the ghost on him, and the hunter is keeping tabs on the Weeping Clown. Weeping Clown using his. Oh, he missed the hunter's main body, and the rocket hit the chair instead, and he got down instead. But it's not a problem because we do have the coffin on the Weeping Clown, so that means he can leave in this gate as soon as he is resurrected, and he is able to leave, and that's a 3-man escape for the side of AXIZ survivors.
およそ高藤選手が1打目に回す暗号機がカラスの暗号機になっていくので、時用にフライフールは一応送って
It is AXIZ survivors against FL Hunter. It will be Anne, and they will be playing on Arms Factory. Hunter will be going around Factory. Looks like she will be making her way towards Nyan. Nyan is the coordinator. She does have one gun to utilize, and the hunter is going to chase Nyan for now. It is in these walls area, so it is very beneficial to the survivors. She's going to throw down these strong pallets early game, and Hunter will be walking backwards trying to avoid showing the light. Oh, she was able to avoid that, but she did get stunned. She will be taking her first hit here and be transitioning out. It looks like she's trying to make her way to Factory. If she does use her stun gun, she will be able to transition safely to there. Hunter will be following her closely behind, using the cats to try and stun her in order to get closer to her. Oh, missing her stun gun. She hid behind the tree. Excellent maneuvering on the side of the hunter. And this is incredibly early done on the side of the hunter. Cypher machines at 53, 34, and 36. So this is a very fast down and unable to utilize her stun gun. Amazing jump on the side of the hunter. The survivor could have been a little hasty when using her stun gun because the hunter was throwing her cats, and she has to try avoid and get into the factory. It could have been very hard to actually aim that. It looks like the hunter will be hitting and stunning the. Oh, it looks like he was stunned, but he was able to get out of that situation because he was in his dig form, and the hunter is trying to body block him to slow down and not be able to get that. Oh, wonderful patience. He faked the first save and then double back. Oh, unfortunately getting hit on the other side of the window. She does have tie turner, so it looks like she's going to drag the hunter into the corner of this map away from all of the survivors. And one Cypher machine has been completed, but Cypher machines are quite lacking, and it looks like she will be chaired for the second time. She was saved very well before half by the Gravekeeper. It was getting a little dangerous there with the body blocking of the hunter, but he did manage to save before half. We already have Tuna waiting to save. Tuna is the puppeteer. He also does have Tide Turner. He will be caught early out, and the hunter will be trying to get a cat onto this survivor using his puppet to get closer to the chair, getting a normal hit, and will be getting the save with Tide Turner. Oh! Wonderful body block. He was stunned, but the coordinator was able to use him as a human shield and was able to get out. She's kind of stuck in this one window area and she has been catted flywheel, but she will be going down. Unfortunately, she has been hit for the third time, so this is her third chair and she will be returning to the manor. However, she was saved twice with Tide Turner, so 2 Cypher machines have been completed. Third one will be popping very soon. Hunter using Warp to go right next to the... it looks like she did find the Puppeteer right away next to Factory, and she will be chairing the Puppeteer. They don't have enough Cypher machines quite yet, but if they do get a nice rescue here, it could be possible. But the only survivor being able to save is the airplane is using his jetpack to go to the corner and try to hide in these walls, but Hunter has found him already and he needs to make his way all the way to Factory. Looks like he will be getting a hit here. Flywheel, amazing timing of Flywheel, and he does still have that jetpack to utilize, so he can make his way towards the chair, but it won't be before utilizing his jetpack. But the Hunter was just faster and she was able to get a hit onto the survivor. Looks like he won't be able to avoid this cast, so he will be saving without Tide Turner. Hunter is wonderful job throwing down that pallet and avoiding the hit, and the Hunter is running towards the Puppeteer. Puppeteer can utilize one more puppet since he can eat that damage. And the Hunter is just breaking all these pallets, leaving the Puppeteer with not many options. The cat has finally landed on the Puppeteer. He will be stunning the Puppeteer, and the Puppeteer is in his puppet form, so it's not gonna work out for the Hunter if she hits him now. Looks like he out of his puppet form, so now the Hunter is able to down this survivor, avoiding those cats. Amazing job, but he's out in the open. The jump, the doubling back, oh my goodness. Okay, he wasn't able to make it to that pallet. Hunter put an excellent job on placing the cat right where the pallets are, so the Puppeteer can't go. The Cypher machines will be popped. Puppeteer will be returning to the manor, and Hunter is making her way towards Atto, who is going back to the walls and trying to allow this one-man escape. The dungeon is in Shack Corner, so he has to make quite a long distance if he does want to get dungeon, but the exit gate is being opened at this time at 50%. Will be getting a stun, and he was not able to avoid. Will be using teleport to go to the opposite exit gate, but the exit gate is already open, so Takako will be able to exit. Hunter will be using Warp to go back to the airplanist and secure this 3-man elimination.
早めにサバイバー見つけてっていうこのもう第5人格が間に合われてしまいますよね。
そうですね。会津選手も言っていたぐらいですからね。そういう2つの意味も兼ねて、美味しそう。
It is the FL survivors versus the AXIZ Hunter. It will be the Soul Weaver on Arms Factory by Kakaka. It looks like he will be making his way towards Water Tank. There are no survivors there currently, but MCO is actually going towards the walls, and so he is going to be able to feed Tinnitus and hide in these walls. Hunter is getting closer and closer to MCO. MCO is the Enchantress walking backwards trying to find this survivor at this window vaulting area. And it looks like she did notice the Hunter was coming closer to her, and she will be going around outside utilizing these pallets. Hunter will be leaving after seeing MCO and will be going towards Sasori. Sasori is the female dancer, so she does have a lot of music boxes to work with. She's already set up 2 music boxes on this near this pallet, and she's already transitioned away. Hunter will be breaking these music boxes at the beginning of the game, and Sasori will be transitioning to the corner walls where it's a very good kiting area. Hunter changing targets once again, going towards Young, who is the Patient, and Patient is a very good chase because he doesn't really have much items other than his mini stun. He is the decoder of the team, so she can also slow down Cypher progress. It looks like she'll be using her webs finally to catch up to this survivor. There is still 1 music box. Another music box has been set down, and the Patient will be getting the prisoner will be getting his first hit here, and Hunter catching up very quickly with his webs, and we'll be able to get a blink down. Wow, amazing precision, wonderful mind games. He wasn't expecting that. and he was trying to get away from the middle because that is one of the cipher machines. Hunter is bringing him right back to middle, utilizing his webs once again. The dancer is unable to keep decoding. Oh, we got a stun from the Weeping Clown, and he is saved immediately with Tide Turner, and he leaves this area. Hunter has to leave this area as well. It looks like the survivors want to prioritize finishing this middle cipher first. He is going to Wall's corner where he will be able to kite much better than out in the open, and it looks like Hunter will be just chasing him, and he will be going down inside next to this window. He will be chaired for the second time. 2 cipher machines have been completed. 3rd cipher machine at 50, 4th at 34, and the 5th cipher machine at 15%. And it looks like the Hunter is scouting the area, does not have tinnitus. He is aware that there are no ciphers at the moment in the vicinity. We do see that MCO and the female dancer are decoding. We have the Weeping Clown coming in here for the save. He utilized his Tide Turner already, so he won't be able to save with Tide Turner. Getting the spit onto the Weeping Clown, waiting around, stunning the Hunter, mini stun, and getting the save off of the survivor, getting that pallet stun, but also eating a half damage, and Hunter is back on the chase for the prisoner. Hunter can use a lot of webs in this area. It's a wonderful place for web placements, so the survivor has to be very careful not to be trapped in here, and they also have to be careful of the speed of this Soul Weaver. He is incredibly fast. He is hiding on this windows. Hunter is still trying to locate the survivor. He will be running into him, avoiding any hit for now, stunning the Hunter, and he is able to make it to the window, but look at all the webs in this area. Oh, the Hunter is just too fast, and he will be getting a terror shock. 4th cipher machine has been completed, but this is the last chair for the prisoner, and the prisoner will be returning to the manor. It is 3 survivors left with the last cipher machine at 34%, and they still have a lot of items to work with. The female dancer still has 2 boxes, the Weeping Clown has 1 rocket left, and the Enchantress can still stack up on her stuns, but she wasn't chased long enough to get any charges on her stuns in the beginning of the game. It looks like Hunter will be going towards Factory where MCO is, but she is also scouting and making sure that none of the other cipher machines are moving, and it looks like the Hunter will be seeing the blood trails of MCO, and it looks like MCO will be taking the kite for now. Hunter throwing down those webs, and MCO will be eating a hit outside of Factory, and she will be transitioning right back to Factory, wanting to utilize that window. A very strong kiting area. Hunter not sure if he should continue this chase or move and try to stop the cipher machine in another area at 60%. He will be breaking this. Oh, will be vaulting into him, flywheel, avoiding the hit, but Hunter is catching up incredibly quick, stunning the Hunter with the stun. Oh, but she just did not make enough distance, and she will be going down. However, cipher machines are being worked on. Hunter teleporting away, going to the last cipher machine. Was not able to get a hit onto the female dancer. Will be breaking the female dancer's music box. Cipher machine at 83%. Looks like the additional cipher is being worked on at 54%. Sasori needs to kite long enough for the cipher machine to be primed or the survivor to be able to get up. She can't go down too early. She is in this area. Will be flywheeling that spit, so she will be avoiding any extra damage, but she does have the look at the slow movements. She has too much webs on her. She'll be taking that normal hit, and the webs will be finally gone. And the cipher machines, ladies and gentlemen, is at 95%. It looks like the cipher machines will be primed. If she does take a hit here, it shouldn't be with the spits. She will be getting a spit, unfortunately. And she will be the cipher machines have been popped. Cipher machines have been popped, so this is the end game. She needs to stay alive long enough for the cipher exit gates to be open, and the exit gate is open. We'll see the survivors making their way towards the exit gate. Hunter will be breaking this music box so that she can't use her spin ability. 2 survivors have escaped, and it looks like the survivor will be going down here.
危機一髪がない救助の後よくあれだけ伸びたねとそうですねいうところいうのが囚人だしとかいろいろ想定外危機一髪がなかったのにとかあってでしたっけアイベース合宿とかねありましたね
And it is the FL Survivors against AXIZ Hunter Kakaka. He will be playing Bonbon on Ever Sleeping Town. He has spawned in Graveyard, making his way towards Emko, who was near Dancing Geisha, and Young, who is also near second story middle. And it looks like she will be going towards Emko. Emko is the Antiquarian, so Antiquarian, very good counter to Bonbon. She can disable his bombs and try to avoid getting more injury. She is using her stick to spin and gain faster movement speed. Hunter dropping down immediately. Hasn't quite run into her yet. He is doubling back and going the opposite way, going back and forth. Survivor being very patient and waiting to see the Hunter before transitioning away. Was able to avoid those bombs. Was able to throw down that pallet. Oh, she actually did eat a bomb, never mind. And she is transitioning back to the second story, dropping down. Hunter did not go up the second story, and she is utilizing this pallet and transitioning and going around the building once more, going up to the second floor. Oh, Warp was not able to get onto the stairs, and he just closed the gap a little. Going backwards, he will be taking the window vault. Wow, Emko just really occupying this Survivor by just circling this building over and over. Was able to get the second hit. She does have the coffin by the Embalmer, so if she is chaired... Oh, wonderful push. It wasn't a stun, but she was able to utilize it. Oh, she'll be getting that the trigger bomb, the timer bomb, and so she will be going down for the first time. Hunter bringing him towards middle so that he can try and deter the Cypher progress. Will be chaired, and the coffin is at Graveyard, where was placed there by the Embalmer, and the Hunter is making his way towards the Antiquarian, trying to eliminate his first Survivor, but he had to make a long way across the map. Very beneficial for the side of the Survivors. One Cypher machine has been completed, second at 88 and the third at 71. They are starting the fourth and fifth Cypher machines. Did get a bomb hit onto the Antiquarian. Antiquarian getting out of here. The basement is here, so she has to be very careful. Utilizing this one. Oh, unable to use that pallet. Wonderful placing of the bombs. We'll see. It does look like he will be taking this Antiquarian to the basement. On the side of the Survivors, we do see Maycan, who is the wildling, does have Ty Turner, and he does have the borer, so he can go for the save, but we'll see if he actually does end up making that sacrifice, because it is a little bit of gamble. It is basement, but Mankin is making his way towards the Graveyard. Hunter is unable to leave the Graveyard, doesn't have tinnitus, isn't aware of the fact that he is coming, but he did hop onto his boar, so Hunter now knows that there is a Survivor coming in for the save, but it's not gonna be able to make it since it was a little too late and he was still very far away. He could have possibly gotten a secret backdoor save if the Hunter did end up leaving, but he did not. 3 Cypher machines have been completed. Warp right next to the Hunter, the Wildling. Wildling already used his boar. His boar is on cooldown, and he is eating these hits. So many hits. Oh, and he will be going down. The 4th Cypher machine, however, is completed, and the 5th Cypher machine is at 46%. So this is just a matter of time. Will they be able to... Oh no, he's being carried in dungeon, and the Survivors don't have Ty Turner. So this is starting to look very challenging for the Survivors. Suddenly using that boar in trying to buy time and keeping the Hunter away from the Cypher machines is now on cooldown, so he wasn't able to use the boar. We have Sasori already coming in for the save. He is still at a distance, and Hunter is trying to snipe him down with his bomb so that he can eat extra injury before he can come down to the basement. Cypher machines are primed. Ooh, wonderful jetpacking right next to the stairs. He will be falling down. He ate 1 bomb hit. He's trying to avoid getting any more bombs, will be getting a regular hit, and will be getting the save off onto the Wildling. Wildling getting on his board right away and escaping this basement. Will be eating a normal hit and getting out. The Hunter trying to get this airplane is down with the bomb so that there won't be attack recovery. Will be getting him down with the bomb, missing the normal hit, but he ran. He doesn't have any obstacles to work with. He's just hiding behind this. Oh, and he will be going down. And the exit gate is being opened on both ends by the wildling and the embalmer. He will be chairing the airplanist in basement, but exit gates are moving quite well. We do have the hunter warping right to the exit gate where the wildling is. He wasn't able to open it up 95%, but unfortunately unable to open it, and he is trying to get out of this very tough situation. This wall is a very terrible location for survivors, especially since you are out trapped within the walls and can't avoid these balls. Was able to get the vault, and he is trying to make his way towards the open exit gate. Hunter is just throwing all these bombs, still at half health, and Young is going to get the save off onto the aeroplanist. Will be going down, but Young is going down to the basement. We can see he is making his way. He has made it, and he will be able to save the aeroplanist. The wildling is chaired, and he is sent back to the manor. 2 survivors left. The dungeon is in this corner, so if one survivor leaves, the other survivor can get this dungeon. Hunter has caught sight of Young, and Young will be caught around this dungeon. That means the other survivor can just open up that 95% exit gate, and Young needs to stay alive in this area. Doing a very good job avoiding these bombs. Doesn't have any items to work with. And Sasori going towards that 95% cipher machine. This could be a potential 2-man elimination. Oh my goodness. Oh, terror shock while vaulting the window. He isn't able to get to the dungeon. So very well played by Kakaka, the hunter, in eliminating 3 survivors.
はい、寸止めできるぐらいは稼げるだろう、野人だし
使い方ができそうだったのにっていうところですよね。
ちょっとメタられてしまったのことだとは思いますが、結構難しそうですね。
もうロボチェイスもする気も。
It is AXIZ survivors versus FL Hunter. It is going to be Anne in Ever Sleeping Town by Hasha, throwing down her cat, immediately jumping towards where Tuna is. Tuna making her way to the other buildings and the pallets here. She did throw down a robot. Hunter has seen the robot, so she's gonna try and down this survivor near the robot, and also down the robot afterwards. She was able to vault that pallet, but she was stunned. Ooh. Hunter did not swing. She will be swinging now, and Tuna will be transitioning to corner building. Hunter following her right behind. Bot is still alive, so it looks like she's trying to make distance away from her bot in order to try and allow the bot to kite and decode while she kites. Oh, will be going down. It looks like she did sacrifice herself to keep the bot alive, and the hunter will be chairing the mechanic, but she will be trying to bring her as close to the bot as possible, so she's dragging her back to middle. And he won't be able to drag her too far away, and she is controlling the bot. Takakao is in the area. He is the mercenary, so he will most likely be coming for the save so that the survivor can decode. Going to the second story to avoid that cat's cross. Will be getting a normal hit, but he is quite away from the survivor, so Hunter using warp and ending up right next to Tuna once again will be able to get the save, but oh, the mercenary will be getting an additional second hit. It looks like the mercenary will be throwing down some of the pallets here, and the hunter will be sending our cats to the mechanic trying to go towards dancing geisha. Will he? Oh, not able to make it to the pallets. Was able to double down on the survivors. We do have Nyan, who is the antiquarian here, to stun the hunter and try to allow the survivors to have more time. We'll be taking a normal hit here, unable to harass the hunter too much, already eating damage, and the hunter utilizing her cats to keep wonderful flywheel, avoiding any extra damage, getting the pallet down, and Hunter using that opportunity to chair the mechanic for the second time. Mercenary was able to get up during this time, so she did buy a lot of time for her team. 2 cipher machines have been completed. The third cipher machine at 86 and the 4th cipher machine at 24. We see Ado is coming for the save. He is the airplanist. He uses his upward propel and propelled right near to the wonderful job getting a hit. Was able to save the mechanic before she expires with Tide Turner, so that gives her more time for her to decode with her bot. Going back to the corner building, Hunter just waiting for mechanic to fall down, try to body block to make sure she can't get too far away from the chair. She will be flywheeling and using the bot for the last time. Hunter will be chairing her and she will be returning to the manor since it is her third time. 3 cipher machines have been completed, 4th cipher machine at 67 and the 5th cipher machine at 45%, and Hunter is making her way towards where the mechanic spot was decoding, and it looks like Takaka was decoding with the bot, but he does have to leave since the Hunter is here. She will be making sure that she does destroy this bot, and she is sending the cats towards Takaka. He did a very good job in avoiding the cats, but he is out in the open. He's in the corner and he will be getting and she will be getting a hit onto Takaka, but he was at full health, so closing the distance with warp and landing right next to him. Takaka trying to stay alive within this pallet, getting the cat unstunned on Takaka, and Takaka will be going down. He does have that delayed damage because he is a mercenary, so it looks like he's trying to make his way as far away from the cipher machine. 4 cipher machines have been completed. Last cipher machine at 69%. They have started an additional cipher machine because they are aware that the Hunter will chair him as close as possible to the last cipher machine. Hunter throwing her cats down. It looks like she's going towards Ado, who is working on that additional cipher machine, getting her jumps and making her way back to the chair where Nyan is also going towards to get ready for this save. 93%. It looks like the cipher machines will be primed as Nyan makes her way to the chair. Hunter throwing the cats and trying to catch the survivors further out away from the chair. She was able to avoid those cats for now. She will be able to stun the Hunter and make her way towards the survivor. She wasn't able to save before half. She will be getting the stun. Hunter is going to try and hit away. Oh, wonderful. The disarm by the anti-courier enabled the survivor to get there without getting any damage and get the save, and the cipher machines have been popped. Exit gate is being opened by Ado in the opposite direction, and Nyan is splitting up with Ado and opening up the opposite exit gate. Hunter making her way to Ado using the jumps and closing the distance, but she's too far away. She doesn't want to let any of the survivors get near the opposite exit gate, so she is hanging around. She does have tinnitus. She is aware that there is another survivor around here. Ado making his way to the gate and using his jetpack to but unfortunately he was stunned, and the exit gate is opened by the mercenary, so it looks like she will be chairing Ado and be getting this 2-man elimination, and the 2-man escape on the side of the survivors did work to the gate, but the survivors already left. It is the AXIZ survivors against FL Hunter. He will be playing Dream Witch, and this is the Sacred Heart Hospital. She'll be starting outside of second story, making her way up second story where she does see one of the survivors. It does look like it is Tuna, and she does have her bot out in this area. She will be leeching the survivor, dropping down, and main body is following close, and she's also moving her leech near the survivor, and the Hunter is just going to vault this window while the other 2 leeches make it closer to the mechanic. It has been a while since we watched Dream Witch gameplay, so we'll see how well this Dream Witch does. Tuna will be running into Nyan, who is the anti-Quarian. She may get a few assistance here. We'll be taking a normal hit. Pallet stunning the leech or the spawn follower. And Tuna will be going towards ruins on her way. She is near statue. She is in danger of being sandwiched here. There are 2 followers in the vicinity. Will be getting the hit and will be going down to her leech hit, so this will make the Hunter have to re-leech the survivor, and that will have a cooldown. So good job in going down to the spawn follower, and she will be leeching, and spawning the follower near the Antiquarian's cipher machine in order to delay that cipher progress. It is the first time for the mechanic to be chaired. Cipher machines at 83, 80, and 55. Ado already nearby, getting ready for the save, and the mechanics bot is out and about in this map. It looks like Ado does have Tide Turner, so if he can just get this save, it will give time for this mechanic to transition further away to a more optimal area. Hunter will be going after Ado at this time. Ado is making his way outside of the second story, and the Hunter is continuously chasing him. She will be leeching Ado and returning to where the mechanic is. One cipher machine has been completed, the second at 87 and third at 69, fourth at 45%. Nyan is waiting around near the... Oh, was getting a little stun there, a little push, and she will be able to carry the mechanic away from the Antiquarian. She is faster than the Antiquarian. Antiquarian is trying to get there faster by using her speed boost. Will be pushing this Hunter away. Will be missing the stun, and unfortunately she will be chaired. And it looks like the survivor Hunter is moving the spawn to a different location, and she will be leeching the Antiquarian. She does have Antiquarian, a leech on Antiquarian, and a leech on Tuna. And it looks like Takako is coming in for the save. Will be getting the hit and will be getting the save with Tide Turner, trying to make it into Ruined, blinking and downing the survivor right away. So yeah, they have to ensure that this mechanic goes as quickly as possible. 2 cipher machines completed, both by Mercenary, and the third cipher machine at 89%, fourth at 69%, and the last cipher machine at 18%. And this will be the last chair for the mechanic, since it is his third time being chaired. We have Nyan here. Oh, wonderful stun, and the mechanic is free for now, waiting around. Oh, body blocking and taking the hit for the mechanic. Mechanic is alive for a little longer. Blink hit, and she will be going down, but Antiquarian has a little bit more stick to work with, but she is also at half health. She doesn't want to overdo this harassment, and it looks like the Hunter will be able to chair the mechanic, but cipher progress is looking incredibly good. The third and fourth cipher machine will be completed very shortly, but the Hunter is using blink on the main body in order to close the distance and go towards the second story. They were able to pop that fourth cipher machine. Hunter will be leeching Atto, and the last cipher machine at 59. Survivors are starting a new cipher machine at 3%, and the Hunter will be trying to stop the blink hit and getting a hit and down onto Taka. And the Hunter is also following him. There's 2 leeches on the map, one on Ado and one on Nyan, but there is none one on Takakao, so the survivors are just trying to separate all these leeches as much as possible. Ado is in the area trying to remove his leech. Hunter will be leeching the Mercenary and trying to get a hit and down on blink down on Ado. And Hasha is the only person available with 76% cipher progress, half health, 1 stick left. This is looking incredibly good for the side of the Hunter. Will be breaking that pallet, going back to Nyan, making sure she can't get the save. Will be holding up the airplanist so he doesn't get healed, while keeping tabs on the Antiquarian, trying to make her way towards the chair. Running out of options here for the side of the survivors. Hunter will be waiting for the optimal time, 98% healing. He has gotten up, and he will not be trying to get that save, and he will be going away from the chair. Hunter has also leeched Ado once again, and it looks like he picked up a bot, and the bot will be going down, and the Mercenary will most likely be going down, since the 2 survivors are at half health and they don't have a primed last cipher machine. Hunter is chasing Ado once again. He does have that leech, so it is keeping tabs on him, trying to stay alive and de-leech. Wonderful job using the jetpack to go over the obstacles and keeping that safe distance away from the Hunter is looking for Nyan while chasing Ado. This is a very back and forth game on the side of the Hunter. If he can down Ado, he doesn't have self-heal, so she is prioritizing Ado with the main body. Ado was able to de-leech, and the Hunter is blinking and getting closer to Ado, will be re-leeching Ado, and Nyan hasn't been able to touch the Cypher. It's still at 76%. Ado trying to go into ruins where he can be more safe and kite a little longer, but this blink is working in favor for this Hunter, and it is working miracles. And the main body has finally got an alert, so she kind of knows where Nyan is. Nyan is starting a new Cypher machine at 9-11%. Hunter sending her main body follower to Nyan, and Ado is being chased by his leech. Antiquarian leaving this area once again, and she is transitioning away. Antiquarian does not have any stick left, so she has no items to work with. Blink! Flywheel! Oh! The Hunter was waiting for that flywheel and was patient, and then took down Nyan right away. Will be leeching Nyan. Ado, however, was able to de-leech and work on the new Cypher machine, but it's only at 16%, and he does not have self-heal. Nyan, on the other hand, does have self-heal, so we'll see how the survivors try to work out this situation. And the Hunter is carrying Nyan, most likely bringing her closer to the aeroplanist. Not sure if she will be cheering her at the moment. Looks like she'll just be dragging her towards the survivor. She was dropped down, and she will be able to struggle, but there's another spawn right next to the Nyan, so is able to down her right away while bringing her towards the chair, hopefully not trying to allow Nyan to use up her self-heal and get up, and trying to down this airplanist. Will be carrying Nyan once again. Airplanist is going to Shack, and there is a spawn follower onto him, so he has to be very careful, and the Hunter does have blink. So Airplane is continuing to transition back and forth and try to de-leech himself. Hunter continuously picking up and dropping down Nyan so that she can't move further. Double bodies on Nyan. Nyan is not able to get anywhere. She's not able to heal up. So Hunter just doing an excellent job here, re-leeching the Airplanist. Airplanist has de-leeched himself at least more than 2 times. And Hunter is just continuously re-leeching him, so make it unable for the will be struggling free and going down right away again. Hunter is just doing an amazing job, max power multitasking here, staying at that 78% Cypher machine. He is finally getting some progress on that Cypher machine. Hunter is just waiting to re-leech Ado. She will finally be getting a pound stun onto the survivor, and he will be able to re-leech Ado. And Ado is running out of options here. The last Cypher machine was at 89%, but he couldn't prime it in time. The dungeon is in that area, but Hunter is keeping a close watch on Ado. Ado has one more jetpack to work with, so he needs to wait till Nyan gets returned to the manor, and he has to take the dungeon using his jetpack to get to the first floor, blinking and downing Ado, and that is a 4-man elimination on the side of Hasha Hunter.
そんな中で救助職、この大黒柱を潰すとどうなるかみたいなストーリーも危機一髪進んでるかもしれませんね。はい。
It is the FL Survivors versus AXIZ Hunter Kakaka. It will be Bonbon in Sacred Heart Hospital. Out here in the forest, going towards Young, but changing direction and possibly going towards the shack. But no, he's going to go to inside the hospital. It does look like he will be running into Young. There are the scratch marks on the floor. Young is the embalmer, so he will be able to prolong this. Kite Hunter changing targets, looks like he's gonna go towards Maiken, who is the gravekeeper, and he will be throwing some bombs here, trying to get the gravekeeper out of his dig form. And he just needs to time it well, but he is very fast in this state, so he is able to make some distance. Will be getting out with his normal hit, but he's still at full health, so the hunter does need to try and get more hits onto this gravekeeper. A lot of pallets have been dropped here. That's very beneficial for the gravekeeper when he's in his dig form. Will be eating a bomb and throwing down that pallet for the gravekeeper, and these two survivors will be moving. Maiken in second story and Young leaving the hospital, throwing down these pallets, and it looks like the hunter has lost sight of the gravekeeper or has chosen to chase Young. Young is out here in the open. Will be transitioning to this mini walls here, getting that time bomb. Wonderful job in. Ooh, there's all these bombs here. He has to do a very good job in trying to. Ooh, he will be eating another bomb hit, and he will be getting another bomb hit and downing the survivor with the bomb. But Matt Young is the embalmer, and he does have a coffin to work with, and he can resurrect himself in second story on the second floor. It looks like that is what he will be doing. This is incredibly strong against a bonbon because it's very challenging to save against bonbon, and we do see Maiken is in this area. He will be going into his dig form. And so there's only 2 cipher machines that have been completed. Young has been resurrected on the second store floor. Hunter will be going back into birdcage, vaulting this window, keeping the gravekeeper away with the time bomb. Was not able to get the time bomb, and he is out here in the open trying to eat a normal hit and transition away. He will be getting a normal hit, and he is at 75% damage. He still has the shovel to work with. He will be going into his shovel form and avoiding these bombs very well, and the hunter has trying to time and down this gravekeeper. He is staying nearby this pallet in case he gets up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, but Hunter just waiting for him to get up next to that pallet and swinging right away and downing the gravekeeper. This is the second survivor down and the second survivor chair, but it is first chair. 2 cipher machines have been completed. 3rd cipher machine will be completed very shortly. 4th cipher machine at 70%. 5th cipher machine at 54%. The cipher progress is looking incredibly good on the side of the survivors. Sasori is far away, but it doesn't look like he's coming in for the save quite yet. They can wait till the last cipher machine is primed to get the save. And the 4th cipher machine will be completed very shortly, but Hunter is deterring that cipher machine from being popped by throwing in a lot of bombs in that area, and the survivors have healed up before continuing that cipher machine. That 4th cipher machine has been completed, and it looks like the survivors are not going to attempt a save onto this gravekeeper. It is a bonbon, and he can be incredibly scary. Sasori is making his way to the chair, but he is still at a very far distance. Hunter does have tinnitus, so he can't actually leave this chair and feel safe, but it looks like the mercenary will be returning to the manor, and Hunter will be going for Emko, who is the antiquarian. Hunter going back towards where Sasori was. The last cipher machine is stuck at 54%, and the additional ciphers are being worked on. Hunter throwing bombs and trying to deter the cipher from being primed, but we have 3 full health survivors all around the map, each at a cipher machine, so this is going to be very hard for the hunter to keep these survivors away. He needs to get some damage onto these survivors. Missing her swings, fly really hit, and she was able to get a normal hit onto the antiquarian. Antiquarian just needs one more hit, missing his time bomb and throwing more bombs her way. Antiquarian using her stick for faster mobility and will be going down. Excellent timing. Cypher machines, however, are primed and they will be popped. This is two survivors are running for the end game. Hunter is going towards the exit gate. Sasori is going towards the chair. Hunter is trying to keep the survivors away from opening that exit gate while also trying to prevent the rescue. It looks like he will be leaving the chair and going towards the exit gate where Young is throwing more bombs to the side of Young. Young doing a very good job avoiding all these hits. And he is able to avoid even more hits. He hasn't gotten a single bomb hit on Young. Young just doing a very good job staying away at this. Oh, will be eating a normal hit. Hunter does not have detention, so this is giving the survivors a chance to open up both exit gates. Oh, just one exit gate. And it looks like the dungeon is in this area, so Young has to stay alive for long enough to get this dungeon escape. Hunter is throwing these bombs towards Young. Young is eating these bombs. Blink him, but he misses. He misses. He's not able to get the hit onto Young. Young has to avoid getting this. Exit gate is open, so it's just a race to get to the... Oh, the dungeon is open, so it's just the... Oh, the Hunter just trying to get all that she will be getting Young down. And this is a win for FL, and FL will be moving up.
おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。いや、こんなに激戦になるとは。激戦。エミコ選手はうまいの頻度そもそも高いですからね。そうですね。ハンターがうまくてもうまい。
まず競ってのフェンネル勝利となりました。MVP はやはり原田選手の夢の場所。この4ポイントでファブゲーミング、そしてアルネブ WIZ-WOG、こちら勝利したのはアルネブ WIZ トーナメント表、こちらとなりました。勝利したこの2チームがございます。
対戦のチャンスなんかもありますよね。
ありますね。